do 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 do. What's wrong here? Oh yeah, lens cap. Oh, doesn't that make a difference? Wow,
Oh, wow,
how
you.
fancy. Ooh, ah, we can see now. Yeah, it's definitely better with the lens cap off. I'm gonna call it now.
That was dumb.
No, it wasn't. I figured it out like so fast. It was instantaneous problem solving.
Dominique says hi.
Hey, good afternoon, Dominique.
Ooh, Willie Silver has fires everywhere. Apparently, it's some hot, hot summer stuff.
Like fires on purpose, like oh we're grilling, or fires like, uh-oh, I'm gonna die. There's fires. Like which
I
variety of
think it's.
fires are we?
I think it's. I'm gonna die. It's, there are fires.
Stay away from the fires. Is my advice. Do not go towards them. Go away from them.
Okay, so Mama wants to know what this is besides a lens gap half the time.
This is one of our last CouchCon commissions that we are polishing up. And the idea is Lilith and Bast are having a sparring match. I guess they're training up in their martial arts, and then Mace and Nama are spectating.
Which martial arts thing are they doing here?
I'd have to read my lore to see which style they're kind of focusing on. I feel like Lilith might be more along the lines of Tadare or something. Bast is more punchy. He seems really more like a... What's the more linear style?
I haven't read the lore book.
I think
Tell me.
I think he might be more along the Iron Fist style, but she's all tricky and doing throws and jumps around. And I've actually never done this type of throw. I don't know how plausible it is, but it was fun and cartoony, and the commissioner liked it this way. So this is what we are drawing.
Yep, Dave actually drew a couple different fighting styles, and we talked about it, and they picked out what they liked.
Yeah, actually, I might have those concepts on the side here. I do. Look out for my gigantic arm in the way of the camera lens. Will I grab them though?
Oh boy, you.
Yeah, we got.
Do you need help?
No, I got it. A little bit of concept there, but they had the ending pose in mind. Particularly, they wanted a Lilith kind of straddling Bast and getting ready to punch him. And that's actually a pose you can get in with a monkey throw. So I was like, oh, do you want it to be a monkey throw? And those are really cool. You'd think it'd be really hard to do, but once you're doing it, it just, the gravity kind of like swings everything into place very nicely. But this wasn't quite as, I don't know, as like acrobatic as he was thinking. So we went more for like a handstand, grabbing him around the neck with her thighs kind of a move. All roads lead to Rome, I suppose.
I believe they say it is Krav Maga. Kravmaga.
Oh, Krav Maga.
Oh, Krav Maga. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that she's doing Krav Maga. I could be wrong, but I don't. This would be closer to like probably, I don't know, jujitsu or something like that if I was to guess.
Well, fortunately, we're drawing. So I noticed Picardo's working today. It's working really fast and well.
No kidding. They must have
break.
heard us whining during the stream last time and been like, we got to get our shit together. David Lilly and his wife Liz are complaining. This is DEF CON 5. All hands on deck.
They're like, we got a weekend to fix it. So
we even gave him an extra day. We didn't stream on Monday like we usually do. Had to throw.
All right, Dominique says, so how are things, Dave?
Good. I'm especially pleased that we are getting through the CouchCon commissions very nicely, and that I'm starting to get back into some work on Dreamkeeper's Ascension and Volume 6, but especially I've been meaning to get onto the Serapeum lore for, seems like forever, because I got the Andruna lore all wrapped up, and Serapeum is the next big section of lore for the Ascension lore book. And yeah, I'm getting into it. I'm not sure if you've seen the Dave shares. I was getting the map put together, and for some reason, illustrating the map is really when a lot of the concepts start to solidify and merge and get specific and really fun. So.
Yeah, Dave sat outside with all of his. I think you were sitting outside on the patio or with a bunch of papers and working on it, and then he had a campfire and he came in and Had to spread everything out in the basement and show me all of his lore dump and tell me all about it.
Yeah, Liz, I gotta show you the maps. I gotta show you the maps. And it was fun.
Yeah, you showed me the maps.
But like,
He had a lore dump.
I can't always, be productive outside. But when I can, if it's a nice day, and if I have some high-level writing to do, where I could just like sit there and I just need paper and pencil, I love to work outside when I can. There's just something that seems really cool about it. Also, it seems like appropriate to be a little bit outdoors, a little more in touch with nature, having a fire in front of me to get into, especially a more exotic location like Serapeum, kind of getting in the right mindset for it.
Okay, Ragma wants to know from CouchCon, is there anywhere to look at the suggestions from the Red Lion Clinic? I believe it's saved on YouTube, and Dave, did you put the flattened files in Patreon?
I think I did. It's possible I forgot, so maybe I should just post them again for good measure.
We could post them again.
Or we could search Patreon, see if there's a post up with see if the files are still at the links. I know we streamed it.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we streamed it. So if you go back to our YouTube channel, search in the live tab, it should be one of those streams from the CouchCon weekend. And then I think we posted the file up for the backers, but we should search after the stream and just make sure.
Treasure. Be a Goonies.
Do you think that has never crossed my mind?
He watches, well, I mean, for a while you were watching the Oak Island Treasure Hunt.
Oh, yeah, I think watching is maybe a bit of a strong word. It's, it's reality TV, so it's really more filler to put on in the background while you're getting work done. But that said,
go ahead.
Well, it's because I heard about this treasure as a kid, and I thought it was so fascinating. And then I find out, oh, there's actually guys that are getting serious about looking for it again, and they've got a TV show documenting it. This could be fun.
Well, the thing is, every episode they act like they're really close to finding this treasure, but then they're like 16 seasons of looking for this treasure.
Well, I mean, that's reality TV. And granted, they're probably finding some cool artifacts and stuff on the island. I'm not up to speed, but I just like, in general, the idea of treasures and treasure hunting. I think that is kind of cool.
Okay, how many journals have you filled with notes on the show? I don't know if you mean Oak Island Treasure or Dreamkeeper's pilot or lore. I need a little more help here.
Yeah, I would say if it's relating to Dreamkeepers, we have been using more files, computer files. So, and there's like 3D, there's binders that we print out, but we don't actually have them limited to sketchbooks because it's harder to organize.
Oh, okay. For wonders about Oak Island, like, are you getting ideas and filling of journals from the show? I don't think you are.
I mean, I got some ideas. I think I just gave a little homage to Oak Island and one of the obscure Andaruna Islands just for kicks.
Well, most of the show is about a group of, like, a family or a group of guys, like, talking to each other about how they're totally going to do things and trying to get permits and then digging and not finding stuff and arguing and something collapses and then they go to Ireland to research something and it's just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if is everyone totally familiar with the legend of the Oak Island treasure, or should I give like a brief explanation for why these guys are digging around?
It's been 15 minutes. You can keep going. Just do it.
Just do it. If there's anyone that is like, stop telling me about Oak Island, I already know. Speak up in chat so we can.
Willie Silver doesn't know.
Okay.
Tell everybody about the Oak Island treasure.
Okay, the Oak Island treasure. Gather round. Get your little treasure hunting sticks. I know you bring them with you when you hunt for treasure. You like to poke in the dirt. That's what I do too. Hasn't worked yet, but I keep trying it.
Phil98 wants to know. Please, 16 seasons in, go.
Okay. I'm not interested in the show as much as I am the actual original legend. The show is kind of fun. But so the legend of the Oak Island treasure is that I think it was... When did they first start figuring out there was something going on there? I forget if it was before or after the Revolutionary War, but I think it was like the 1700s. 1700s, there's this little island. I think it's off the coast of Nova Scotia. It's like up there on the East Coast somewhere. And some kids went out to the island and they noticed that there was a big old oak tree, hence the treasure of Oak Island. And below this oak tree, there was a very noticeable depression in the ground. And hanging from a limb on the oak tree, there was some old block and tackle. So these kids were like, oh man, wouldn't it be crazy if there's like some pirates like used this to lower treasure into a big hole? And then they buried it, and now there's a depression because the earth is settling. So they didn't have tablets and screens in those days, so these kids just started digging instead. That was what people did to amuse themselves in the 1700s, is they would dig holes.
Yeah, now there's a whole video game about digging holes.
Yeah, see, they didn't have that video game. They were deprived, so they just had to actually dig a real hole in real life. They couldn't simulate it like we can in this
What?
advanced stage culture.
You talking about Dig Dug?
No.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the Oak Island treasure. You've heard of that, right?
No, I know that. I've been here for a hot minute, but
okay.
I don't know what video game Liz is talking about.
There's some video game on Steam where it's like a hole digging simulator. That's it. I think it's just
yeah. Okay, yeah, I know.
like
what
a
you're
hole
talking
digging
about.
simulator, yeah. So you don't need to like actually search for real treasure now. You're an advanced culture. You can just play a video game and pretend you're doing it, which
Well,
is way better.
we also don't have to build anything or like improve ourselves. That's what Minecraft is for. If you want to do that stuff, you could just instead go to Minecraft and get all that stuff for free.
Yeah.
It's great.
Are you really improving yourself when you play Minecraft? I don't think you are.
No, you're not. That's the whole point.
Stop talking about self-improvement.
Isn't it?
I'm talking about treasure.
What an amazing deal this is. I don't have to do anything and I can feel like I made something.
Well, you could, instead of doing nothing, you could lose millions and millions of dollars and your life looking for treasure on Oak Island, because that's what people then proceeded to do. Because these kids, turns out they dug something up, and it was rather interesting. They ran into, I think it was like 10 feet down. So these kids, these were little digging maniacs, apparently. But 10 feet down, they ran into boards, like logs that had been laid down to like barricade people from digging through that area. So they're like, oh shit, there really is something here. No kidding. So they pulled up all the wood. They kept on digging. They kind of got their parents, and so some adults got engaged, and they're like, okay, there's something buried under this oak tree. Let's check it out. They dig down another 10 feet. They come to another layer of wood blocking the way. Rinse, repeat. They do this until they are actually getting real deep. This is turning into a serious excavation. All these grown-ups are pretty sure there's got to be treasure down here. And so then they get to, I think it was like 80 feet down, maybe 100 feet down. They get to one more platform of wooden planks, but this one has a stone on it with an inscription. And it's very curious. The inscription says, I don't have it memorized, but something to the effect of, like 100 feet below here lies buried like 1,000,000 pounds, or something like that. Something that basically says, oh hey, if you keep on digging, there's totally treasure right below here. There's so much treasure, just keep on going. So everyone's like, well shit, I guess it's handy that whoever buried this left us this handy note to let us know what to expect. They wouldn't need it for their own reference, but they wanted us to know, the people that didn't have ownership on this. That's very polite of them, very friendly. I'm sure that they have our best interests in mind. Let's keep going. You wouldn't believe what happened next. They kept on going. Lo and behold, whoever left that tablet did not have their best interests in mind. It was a booby-trapped shaft, because there was actually a secret tunnel or series of tunnels that just below that level connected out to the ocean. And guess what? The ocean was considerably higher than that level in the tunnel. So once they broke the seal on that shaft and kept on going down, the tunnel flooded way up high. And ever since then, people have been trying to figure out how to get to the bottom of that shaft, or if that shaft is even the real location of the treasure. Some people now think it's like a decoy shaft and that there's a secret entrance somewhere else on the island.
What if the treasure is the friends that we made along the way?
Well, I think people have died.
According to legend,
to
legend, only one more needs to die before the treasure will be revealed. I think it said, someone said if 7 people die looking for it, that's the body count, and then the Oak Island treasure will appear. And only 6 have died so far.
It's kind of crazy. I've seen that show on occasion, flipping through channels, and maybe sat to watch it for like 10 minutes. I don't know much about it, but it just looked like a bunch of nerds with gadgets trying to use future technology to find stuff that was buried 100 years ago. And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of interesting, but I never would have guessed that anyone had died trying to get it.
Well, the thing is, I mean, you can just skip like 15 seasons and go to the latest season to see how it's going. You don't need to.
Yeah, well, I mean, the History Channel show is like, like the overall legend, I think, is very entertaining, makes for a good story. But then when you're like, well, how can we stretch this out into a season's worth of content? It's then, the shows are loaded with filler. It has that reality TV pacing that I hate, where it's like, we're gonna get ready for a commercial break,
Dragon Ball
and
Z pacing.
here's a cliff. Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z pacing, and every time there's a commercial break, you have to hype up another. So it gets really exhausting if you're actually, even if you're just working to it. It's just like, come on. So I actually would say,
Yeah.
if you can find a condensed version of the show, it is interesting to see them trying to get these excavations and date the original hole. Because at this point, so many people have done so much digging and treasure hunting on Oak Island. Like, it's a very, very open question as to what the original shaft is. The place is like shotgunned, full of holes and side tunnels and retrieval shafts and like you name it. And it's like Swiss
And
cheese now.
collapsed things. It's just a mess.
Yeah, it's like an absolute mess. Like, I think one guy
I
especially
thought
came in with like a bulldozer,
the-
tried to make a gigantic like just crater where they thought the original hole was, and that just destroyed so much stuff.
I thought the government owned it. Now they weren't allowed to do stuff.
I think what the government typically does is it issues permits for money, of course, and then they also periodically will say, "Oh no, if you find anything, actually we get an even higher percent." Okay, now we changed your
Yeah.
mind. We changed our mind. If we find anything, we get an even higher percent now. Oh, by the way, you can't dig in this area because what if it's historically valuable? So you can't look in there in case there would be something cool. So there's
Yeah,
that
you
element
got a
of
license
treasure
for
hunting.
that.
Say what?
I said you got a license for that.
Yeah, literally.
Mhm.
Do you have a license
Yeah,
to find
it's-
treasure?
When the man tries to keep you down in the tunnel of digging.
That's actually maybe more the interesting part of the show is just seeing all the hoops they have to jump through. I think they got not that they complained much on the show. They're trying to be super cooperative with all the local authorities, but they were forced to hire like an archaeologist and all these people, and this archaeologist has to watch everything they do. And then if there's ever something where it's like these bricks might be old, you have to stop. All of this has to stop. We have to proceed in an archaeological fashion, and that means we're not going to do anything here ever again. You know.
Show over. You found something old. Everybody stop the show.
I like the theory crafting though, because they're always trying to figure out like, well, who would have buried this treasure? Like, when would they have buried it if it was like pre-1700s? Is it pirate treasure? You know, did the Mayans decide to come up here and bury treasure way up around Canada before their empire collapsed? Is it the Knights Templars? So they have all kinds of fun theories in that show, but I don't know. Mainly the original treasure story, I think, is pretty fun.
Okay, Ragmo's asking so they haven't dug deep enough. Maybe it's a joke here. Can you explain what the heck they've been doing?
Well, they
Just
keep
go
on
deeper. Easy.
just dig some more, idiots. Well, the challenge with the original shaft, I think they've identified the original shaft by now, is obviously the flooding issue, because you know, turns out it's very, very difficult to dig in something that is like flooded with water, especially when it's water that is choked full of like rebar and all these like tools and supplies and metal and ladders and junk and debris from all these previous treasure hunts. So it's like a pit where the water visibility, it's so silty, the visibility is basically zero. You can be down there in a scuba mask, you can't see shit. It's full of sharp objects and metal, so it's just it's a nightmare to try to dig through. And I think that they started like drilling core samples to try to see if they could get a cross section of stuff. And that's where it actually gets like infuriating. For them, I would imagine it must be so infuriating, because occasionally they will bring up like a cross sample that'll have like, oh, there's like wood in this, and this wood is like so old. This wood is like from the 1500s, and it's way down deep, and we know where it is. Oh, so if we can get down there, but it's like it's just impossible to get down there almost. I think
Okay.
people have pulled up gold in some of their core samples in the past, so according to legend, I don't know how much of this is accurate. I'm not really like a super fan of the show. I just put it on in the background a few times. But supposedly people have pulled up gold and extremely ancient wood in some core samples, so that's like there is treasure down there somewhere in this collapsed
Yeah, but I think
subterranean.
people have lost like millions of dollars of family fortunes trying to get it, right?
Yeah, amazingly, it's like apparently people won't just like drill and do all this excavation work for free. I mean, I told them, like, listen, guys, I'll share the treasure with you. I'll split you in like 90-10. 10% could be yours. Just do this for me, right? Apparently, people don't fall for that.
Yeah, kind of seems like people are gonna have to struggle to like make money while they're trying to find this treasure.
That's why they did a show
Which
with
is-
16 seasons.
Yeah, I think the History
Yeah, I mean,
Channel is probably
You gotta
helping.
respect it. It's genius.
The History Channel is probably helping with the funding. Plus, these guys are, I believe that they were already like millionaires, so they literally had the money to kind of go out there and follow their
Oh,
dreams.
great! Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what we need. We need these millionaires to find a huge treasure trove of gold.
Well, I mean, that would be, I guess, kind of ironic. If they want to find it, if they get some treasure, they're the ones that put their money into investing it to get the treasure. But it's the ironic thing always is, if somebody was trying to find this treasure for purely financial reasons, it's like they're almost certainly spending way more money than they would possibly ever be able to retrieve, even if they found something.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like if you spend like a fortune on the lottery and then you win like $15.
Well, it always made me wonder though, like, and I think that they started looking into this stuff. It made me wonder, well, obviously whenever they originally constructed those tunnels and when they originally made these like flood traps that led into the main shaft, like whoever originally dug this, they had to have some portion of the sea. I forget what it's called. It's where you actually like build like a wall, like a seawall, a little ways out there, so you can have a portion of the beach that's like dried out, that's normally underwater. They had to do some construction on like the island shores and offshore areas so that they could build the original shafts underneath the ocean level. So it's like if you can just find out where they built these original seawalls and then maybe replicate it, which actually I believe they did. There's a specific beach where they identified all these ancient stoneworks, and they're like, yeah, there was absolutely a seawall here. We're going to replicate it. Now we're going to start excavating this beach and figure out where these box drains lead out into and all this other stuff.
Drew was saying, well, at least they aren't funding bad animation, and I'm saying, no, only CalArts women do that.
At least they're not funding bad animation. That's every trust fund kid when they come of age. They have to decide, am I going to have terrible animation funded, or am I going to search for the Oak Island treasure? It's going to be one of those two things.
Yeah,
Which way, Western man?
Yeah, really.
Treasure hunt for internet fame. For both.
Yeah, hard choice.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the kind of place that you would base a location in a video game or just a story around, where like people hear about this legend of there being gold, and over like hundreds of years people kept coming to this place trying to dig for it, but like no one would find anything. But like everyone is still just religiously believe that there's something there, so that it like attracts all this economy and shit. They build like a town around it.
Yeah, I think today they've got like a little museum on the island, so you can go there and like learn about the history of people looking for shit on the island.
Yeah, sure, something like that's been done before. Maybe that's actually, maybe that sounds like Made in Abyss. I think Made in Abyss is about a giant hole. I don't know, I've never watched that. Somebody in chat maybe can tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, they got a good title for it. It sounds very much like something that involves a giant hole.
Happy Guy One says the idea of Lilith using her legs like that is kind of hot. I think that's idea.
I was gonna mention, when I popped the stream up, the first thing I saw was that middle panel, and I thought that those were his legs. So I was really confused as to what the hell was happening.
That's the goal, is to get the bodies so mashed together with limbs everywhere that no one understands what is occurring.
Well, I'm gonna color it in, but they're wearing gis or karate uniforms, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know why they call karate uniforms gis, but maybe there's some level of self-awareness there.
All right, Phoenix says hi from YouTube.
Hey, Phoenix.
He also says what's up, because we are in the early 2000s.
Oh, I remember that. I remember the as soon as it became on commercials, it was a Universal.
Oh, Universal cringe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phoenix. Yeah. we lived through it. Maybe you're enjoying the retro of it.
90s Survivor.
Wants to know how we are. Yeah, how are we doing, guys?
Good.
We are doing good.
Gabe, are you doing good?
I'm having an excellent day, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. That was my 80s, 90s. This is the excellent from Wayne's World.
Have you never seen a comic book character get folded in half before? I can't think of a single instance that I have. Maybe I have.
We got the comic character steamroller right here. We can get them folded so nice and neat.
Jaws SFM says, I like the kind of woman that will actually just kill me. Maybe that's Bast's notion.
They're out there, if you know where to look.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to get into that.
I need me an mentally unwell GF.
Get into what, Liz? Do you know? Is there like a field nearby with feral, dangerous women that you're not telling me about?
No, they're
Wow.
on the news. They're on the news, Dave.
On the news.
What a thing to ask your wife. Hey, do you know any mentally unstable women? I came to you first before anyone else.
I just wanted to check,
Jesus
honey, if
Christ.
you know of any crazy. Then you look deeper into her eyes. Oh, right, okay.
Wow. That's gonna be an argument later.
No, let's do that live. Let's have an argument live, Dave.
We are.
Oh yeah.
This is
that'll
the
get
argument
the viewers.
about whether or not we should spend our retirement savings on Oak Island treasure hunting.
Why don't you just buy a boat and go there?
I keep telling you, I'm gonna be like the 78th henchman that the hero knocks out, but I'm gonna fly in there being like, I'm different. All these other henchmen, they were doing it wrong. Here I go.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight you one at a time.
It's gonna be me. Number 77? Nope. But I'm the one. It's gonna get the punch in.
I haven't actually watched a kung fu movie in a long time. I should bust out like Drunken Master again with Jackie Chan, see how that holds up.
You should, I know you're gonna probably finish this today, drawing wise, to get close to it, but you should just put something on in the background. I just do Kung Pao. That's your classic go-to.
Well, Kung Pao is funny. I wouldn't qualify that as like a kung fu movie. I'd qualify.
No, I know that. The closest thing Kung Pao is like the only thing karate about that is the cover of that film.
Stand back,
The cover of the
play,
DVD.
categorized in Kung Pao and my other film collection by genre.
It's like the only karate movie I know you have to, by the way.
Yeah, like Legend of the Drunken Master with Jackie Chan. I just remember watching that in college and being like, damn, these are some really cool effects. This guy is performing the shit out of this role. So maybe...
Phil98 says it's really good.
Yeah.
All right, so apparently what we're Furu says what we're really working on is the last moment on Oak Island investment, huh? Only if you have I swear, the problem with that show is that they don't dress like pirates. If they dressed like pirates the whole time, it'd be so much better. If they were in character.
Yar!
I think that would actually be better.
I kind of
It would be.
Yeah.
Maybe when the ratings get low, that's what you'll see. Like one season will just be all that. They won't explain. No one will tell the viewers what's going on. It will just.
And they were
they'll
going to
just show
cancel
up.
the show. They're going to cancel the show, so we dress up as pirates.
You know, though, that does make it a lot worse when there's like a safety incident, because occasionally there'll be something that happens, like there'll be like a subterranean cave-in, and suddenly there's like heavy machinery near the lip of this thing, and there's been a few moments in the show where it's actually, someone could have gotten hurt really bad if things went south in this situation. So if everyone...
You got it on film.
If there's like a fatality or a serious injury that occurs, and then everyone that was involved with this is dressed like a fucking pirate with like one of their eyes covered, they're all gonna look. It's gonna look really bad when the investigation kicks off. Okay, so who was in charge again?
Why were you?
I see.
And they all have to go to the hospital and ride in the ambulance as pirates.
Yeah, and so the person operating the pneumatic winch, you told them to have a hook for one hand, like a prop hook for one hand when they were operating that. Is that correct, sir? Yeah, that's correct. We thought it would be good for the show.
Yeah, but think of the views. Think of the views on that episode. All right. Well, what about Bob says there's a kung fu movie that involves Dracula. Oh, I would love a kung fu movie with Dracula.
Oh, Dracula Kung Fu. Is it Helsing? That's an anime that involves Dracula.
And it's not a kung fu.
I don't think that's kung fu.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even think that's anything like kung fu.
they sort of hit each other. The butler has like the little threads, like the garrote threads. That's kind of like martial artsy a little bit.
No, it's apparently
I
it's
thought
Legend of
Hellsing
the
was-
7 Golden Vampires.
Hold on, let me write this down.
I know.
Asian
1974.
nuns.
Legend of the 7
uh,
Golden Vampires.
7
Seven golden
Seven.
vampires.
golden
Seven,
vampires. That's a
Yeah.
title.
Seven.
I'm gonna
Classic.
look into this movie for the title alone. That's a title that insists upon itself.
It insists on itself.
The title insists upon itself.
Robert Duvall.
Yeah, I went on a Jackie Chan binge and found a bunch of movies of his that were were like filmed in China that I'd never seen before.
Oh, cool.
And I realized that the movies that he did in China and the movies that he did in America are very, very different.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'm curious about this now.
Oh
They
yeah,
have-
they are.
They definitely have a different film style, and I was sort of like bludgeoned with like, oh, like these. I thought everything that Jackie Chan did was just amazing, but I don't know. I don't think I really understand some of this. I'll say I think there was like a couple of his movies that I watched that had some good action scenes in it, but like just lots of like Chinese humor, and I don't know. The storytelling probably isn't all that great.
So what is like
I
Chinese? I don't even know what Chinese humor is. I don't think I've ever seen a Chinese movie.
well, it must. I don't know how to define it. It just seems like awkward. That's what I remembered about it. It's just it'll be like something like they're at like a hot dog stand and like somebody throws a bunch of hot dogs in their face and then they make like a funny face or something, and it's just like, okay, that's
What,
Yeah,
what
I
does
mean,
it
I-
have to be there?
yeah,
In
I
China?
guess.
Yeah. You'd have to be in China to get it.
Yeah, it's just kind of stuff like that. Like you sort of, if you will look at scenes of like Japanese like live action humor,
Yeah,
it's kind of like that too.
I
Where
remember the
it's
first
just
time I saw some
it's just
Japanese
different.
live action. I was like, wait a minute! I thought this was just like a cartoon anime thing. They're acting like that in real life on video.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. It's just, it's silly, but there's not really a joke. It's just kind of, I guess, slapstick. I don't know.
Phil
Um,
98 says some Chinese humor is kind of awkward.
Yeah, but there's like a couple of cool things. It's nice to put on as something that like I don't know. I just want some kung fu stuff. I think for that it's fine.
The panda isn't good enough, Gabe. You've grown beyond the panda.
I heard those movies were good, but I've never
You've
never
never
seen any
seen
of them,
them?
and I don't know if I
Oh.
want to listen to Jack Black for hours.
Well, no, you watch it. You don't listen to it. It's cute.
Oh, mute it.
No, the second one is really, really good. The second one with the
I only
peacock-
watched Kung Fu Panda subbed.
I don't
Oh,
watch
that
Kung
one.
Fu Panda. I
That's
sat my
good.
ass down and listened.
the radio play of Kung Fu Panda. Ooh, no.
Listen, in this
No.
household, Poe is a hero, and that is the end of it.
No. But seriously, the white peacock one is really good. The second one is the best one, and then the third one is terrible because it's about his father.
My dad.
But yeah, I liked they had like a cool villain in the second one.
I don't.
I'm
I think I've seen
actually-
the first one, but I don't remember. Like, I think the tiger girl was like the bad guy in that one.
No, she was good. She looked like she would be. No, it was the snow leopard.
Oh yeah, it
The
was
memes are
big
amazing. The
cat guy.
memes are so good.
The
that
memes are
movie.
kind of funny. Yeah.
I'm realizing
There's-
that,
Say that
the only
much.
thing that I know about Kung Fu Panda is that I saw somebody like quickly review some of the games, and I think they were PS2 games.
Oh, there were games. I guess there would be, wouldn't there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe.
On the PS2
Yes.
though, so that means that it's like Kung Fu Panda's been around for a while. It feels like it came out like maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago.
I have all the concept art books. They're very hard to get.
I
Very pleased.
still have flashbacks of that turtle committing suicide by floating away on a peach tree or some shit. He's just like, I'm...
That one, oh my gosh, that video clip when it's redubbed is so fun. I love those memes. I actually
That the-
ordered one of
What are you
What?
talking about? The turtle committing suicide?
Yeah,
Kung
like
Fu Panda, yeah.
yeah. In the first movie, it's like, okay, the snow leopard's coming. He's the big bad. Only this turtle has ever defeated him before. I forget, Lord Oogway or whatever. And then we'll just roll with that. So Lord Oogway is like, well, I guess now I don't want to face him again, so I'll just kill myself. Fuck you! And he like floats
know.
away in like the breeze of a peach tree, and his student Dustin Hoffman is like, wait, what are you doing? We fucking need you. And he's like, too bad.
He pieced out like Yoda. Yeah.
Yeah, he like
What the
pieced out.
fuck?
But I don't know. I've never seen someone take their own life that way, but it was pretty graphic.
Oh no! Can I spoil part of the movie here?
Kung Fu
Or can I
Panda.
ruin part
It's
of it?
anyone
Yeah.
has anyone in chat not yet seen Kung
You have
Fu
not
Panda?
watched it yet.
And they're
You've-
really
The
looking
game has
forward.
seen it.
movies.
Spoil it, Liz. Spoil the hell out of
Okay.
it.
Okay. All right. Also, what about Bob wants to post another clip of Kung Fu vampire film? Yeah, sure. Yes. Post that. We want to see that. No, it's the whole like the secret ingredient stuff, and then the paper is blank because there isn't a secret ingredient.
Oh yeah, the idea is like, oh, the secret of martial arts, the secret ingredient, and then you look at it and it's your own reflection,
dragon.
and it's like, oh, there is
Yeah.
no secret, it's me, which is kind of a cool theme.
It's expected, you know. It's not really a plot twist unless you're a kid, but it's cute.
I thought it was a plot twist. What are you talking about?
Nah, well, you're a child.
Secret ingredient is turmeric.
No, but yeah, it is. But it also makes the goose when he's like there is no secret ingredient to the soup. It's just to sell soup. And then with the dragon warriors, just to pretend you're a special thing.
Yeah, but with the goose, I mean, let's be real. He literally calls it his secret ingredient soup. The guy's
know.
the guy is fucking scamming.
He's a scammer. He's a scammer.
That's false advertising. It's literally false advertising. He has a lawsuit
It is.
coming his way.
Yeah, in China. All right, and he's a
Get
goose.
community noted, idiot.
His goose is cooked. Anyway, Phil98 says another brilliant movie is Bulletproof Monk. Have you seen that one?
I feel like I've heard that name before. I'm gonna start a little side list of little kung fu movies that if they're somewhere
We
out
should
there.
test
for
how
free.
bulletproof he is.
Yeah, if
Who,
you get a commission from Dave and it has a list of kung fu movies on the back, you
I'm
gotta
not
win
putting it on the commission. I'm putting it on this little handguard paper, so it's all fine. It's all good.
Oh, I didn't realize that's why you had that little like green card.
Yeah, it's just because that way, if my hand is just right on the paper, it doesn't matter so much with the blue line lead, but the graphite will get smudged around more. So it just helps
yeah.
minimize unwanted graphite smudging.
Yeah, when I used
I
to
feel like
draw,
I tried.
I didn't. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like I tried doing that once, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a great idea." And then I flipped the paper over, and it was just covered in like all the graphite that came off the paper, just smudged everything.
I
I've always
never
been
used
terrified of that.
Yeah.
paper. I get my hands covered in graphite when I draw. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
Dave has
same.
patience though to do this. I think you're kind of supposed to work from left to right sometimes, but I always go for my favorite parts of the art. Get all covered in graphite.
Yeah, I'll generally work left to right, top to bottom, because like hand is here, left and top is like where the hand is not resting. But then sometimes if there's items in the foreground, I want to establish the foreground contours before I do background stuff, so that I actually get the sequencing right on the overlap.
Yeah.
Master Oogway is the biggest troll in Kung Fu Panda. Yes, he is.
The biggest troll.
No,
Yeah.
he's a turtle.
Okay.
Or is he a turtle? Are we still talking about
Alright.
the turtle?
Bulletproof Monk is
Or
about the
is
immortal
he?
Tibetan monk fighting Nazis. That sounds fun.
No, it does sound fun.
He's punching
Vampires,
Nazis.
Perfect.
If they're bulletproof,
Posting about it on Blue Sky.
what are they going to do against a monk if he's bulletproof?
no. Well, make a good movie.
What do they do? Like try to throw him in an oven or something? Like how do you fight a bulletproof monk if you're a Nazi?
Oh my goodness, Dave. Well, I mean, I'm sure he went through like 77 of them, and then the 78th one was like, nope. They probably just shoot at him, and then he wins the war single-handedly.
Does he actually fight Hitler at the end of it? Is that like the ultimate final boss for him or something?
Well, they're not going to spoil it. There is probably an end boss for the movie. Sir.
It won't spoil it for me. Don't tell me who wins. Just tell me if he fights Hitler.
Cargo Red says, Jan!
He's correct. We're talking about Bulletproof Monk when you could be watching it yourselves at this very moment.
Watch these nuts.
Well, Phil98 says he does not. Well, maybe that's the sequel.
He does not fight Hitler. Okay, so yeah, so I see potential for a really cool sequel then. Guys, totally original idea. Haven't seen this on social media ever before. What if somebody was punching Hitler and he was the loser and bad and they were good and the winner? Do you guys like that?
Wasn't there like
If
a
you like
space
punching
Nazis
Nazis,
in the moon? It was a space Nazi moon thing.
A moon thing. That's. And are we talking about the Bulletproof Monk movie still, or is that a different one?
No, I thought there was a different movie on YouTube or something about like Nazis taking over the moon and
Is there?
something like that.
I haven't. That sounds.
I
That's
thought
right
there
up my
was.
alley. Silly moon conspiracies. World War II history. How could you not inform me of this? This is very important.
You'd have to Google it. I think it might be a trailer.
Grok, did Nazis take over the moon?
And no matter what Grok says, be like, can you prove it?
Oh my god, what if he said they did? What if you ask Grok something like that and he says like, yes, in 1940 they
there it
actually
is.
landed on the moon and took it over and one
No,
talk
what
about
about-
it, but they did that and then you look outside on your telescope, you see like a bunch of fucking like people eating fucking wiener schnitzels and pretzels.
That's what they do.
Oh, this
Yeah,
Mandela
okay,
effect is really
Yeah.
bad.
What about Bob remembers the movie I'm talking about? It's called Iron Sky.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that one.
I think that's the space Nazi one with the moon.
Oh wait, I
Write
think
that on
I've,
your list. Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
Must not be memorable.
Who wins?
If it's
The
what I think
moon.
it was like trying really hard to be funny, but it was kind of just
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Maybe Buzz Aldrin just kills everyone with his ray gun.
I feel like Buzz Aldrin needs to have like
Buzz
an
Aldrin
actual
is ray
saw
gun.
blade that he throws, because that's better theming with his name. Hey Buzz, you still toting that old thing around? What, you mean Betsy? Shing! We get along.
Apparently, I was reading his name wasn't actually Buzz Aldrin, but one of his younger siblings called him Buzz, like brother, kind of like it was like Buzz brother kind of name, and it stuck, so he changed his name legally to Buzz.
Parents BTFO.
brother.
I thought he changed it because of Toy Story.
Yes, also that.
I wonder now how many children are actually named Buzz for real because of Toy Story and whoever that other guy was.
Woody.
No, I was talking about the astronaut. Yes,
guy
Woody,
from,
Woody the astronaut, second man on the moon. Most people don't know this.
I don't think anybody would name Woody after Toy Story, though.
Buzz, you can't just go out and walk on the moon without a helmet. Woody, we're toys.
Buzz, look at alien.
That's going to be Toy
God,
Story
those
6.
movies really are so good.
It's
The first one really is the best one though.
The first one is the best one. The other one's just got, I don't know.
I like
Cool.
2. I didn't really like
Mhm.
3 or 4. I have
I
not
stopped
seen
seeing 'em.
5 and probably won't
I
see it.
stopped
I
seeing
feel
them.
like
I heard
there's
5 had a lot of kind of like
I feel like-
sexual things in there.
there's better than even odds that we were
What?
writing
Wait,
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story?
Wait, what?
Toy Story 5. Yeah, Toy Story 5. I
like-
saw a video.
A
where
Well,
they
lot
were
of, lot of,
complaining
lot
about
of
some
Woody
stuff.
fan service in Toy Story 5. What's going on in Toy
No,
Story
just some
now?
like
I get-
kind of like adult humor, sexual hints kind of going on.
What?
Is it like what that dog that Woody hangs out with, like the Slinky dog? Is that what happened?
I didn't see the movie. Somebody was just complaining
Ah.
online about it. That's a
Did
kids
they
movie,
get
but
the
it's got
fucking like
some
digital circus woman to fucking direct it? Like what happened?
Gooseworks? I don't know.
Beeswork,
I just
Goosework,
saw-
yeah, oh,
I
Goosework,
just-
yeah.
There was something. Okay, well, there's something about switching gender roles with Buzz and Jesse getting married, but the roles are switched. Like that mattered. And then there's something with Jesse and a toy and some like sexual undertones.
Wait, they get married?
I mean, if you marry a cowgirl that talks like that, expect to bottom once in a while, bro. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
that's just gonna be the way it is.
That
You,
is
you know what
true.
you're getting into when you enter into that, right?
I feel like most of
That's
the
just
eyebrow
He's wearing the
raise
pants.
for me here is like toys getting married. That's starting to open a big can of worms. Like first movie, it's like, oh yeah, toys, and actually it turns out these toys that are made for people to play with, they have a little bit of sentience. Isn't that interesting? But now we're getting into a union of toy with other toy for romantic purposes. It's like,
Okay, well, the
You're gonna make
lore.
little toy babies.
yeah,
The lore of Toy Story is that it's based on the child's imagination, and because the Toy Story characters are owned by a girl, everybody has to get married.
Oh, okay, that actually kind of makes a little more sense, I guess.
Sort of makes sense.
It works, and it's progressive. So yeah, Jesse wears the pants in the relationship.
But if it's based on child's imagination, when they're with Sid in that first movie and he's imagining all this messed up stuff, how come they're not just like cool with it? They're like, yeah, this is how he imagines
no.
us. Now this is how we are.
No.
You know?
No, that's the thing, is that actually Sid's toys don't talk, and it's because of Sid doesn't love his toys with the imagination. You know, that's why.
Or
None of them are talking.
Or he is hallucinating, and he needs to take pills.
Well, based on how they modeled his character, I would believe that. It's kind of gross.
What's the entire all of like Toy Story 1 was just about Sid having a mental breakdown and believing that his toys were coming to life.
No, Andy is the boy
Watch
who
the
owns
movie.
the toys. Sid is the one with the monster toys that don't talk because he doesn't love them.
He's the only one who actually sees one of them animated, right?
That is true. I think it's true.
I think that, I mean, as far as I know, that's the only time that's happened. But I have not watched past Toy Story 2. That was I heard that everyone cried when they watched Toy Story 3, and I don't know. So I looked at that and I was just like, I don't know, man. It just sounds like this Toy Story stuff's getting a little heavy. I thought it was just a fun story about like Woody being kind of a narcissist and Buzz Lightyear being a retard. Going on a little adventure.
Phil 98 says there are a lot of sex jokes in all the Toy Story films. I missed them. I am a pure innocent child.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, the character's name is Woody. That should say a lot.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Wink, wink.
Get it!
Nudge, nudge. Say no more.
They should have just called him Penis.
Thanks,
The
Gabe.
kids really would have loved that.
I loved how in like Space Station 13, it was like a weird like unwritten rule that if someone started reading that weird like Woody fan fiction, that everyone could just kill them and have no consequences.
What is this? What?
Space Station 13. It's like
is
it's
that
like
a
a
show or
game.
a
That,
game?
Making ancient knowledge in my brain. I think I forgot completely about what you're talking about until just now. So thank you.
All I
Thank
know
you.
is like
And
people would come on there and they would just like go on a thing and show up and like I don't know, something like wouldn't go their way and they just wouldn't care. They would start like not caring if they died, and you would just see them go, "Hey guys, I just picked up this book. One day like Woody was in Andy's room and Woody got wood or something." They would always say Woody got wood, and then they fucking like everyone would just like get whatever tool and like cut people's heads off and throw them out into space or whatever.
I mean, that is funny.
Okay, well, I guess Phil 98 has one example. That the most obvious joke is when Jesse's face at wings come out, like he make it that is like he's just excited, like boom, you know.
People like kind of I don't know.
Innocent.
It's a little over imaginative to be like that's supposed to be him getting an erection. It's funny to think of that as that, but like that doesn't seem like what they intended.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes it could be funny to deliberately read into things for humorous purposes, but I don't think that's actually necessarily all in there.
You know,
people.
The thing about adult humor, parents and kids movies, it goes over the kid's head, so it's not like you're corrupting the child. It's kind of okay.
Well, I also think some of that isn't even like ever intended or mapped into it. Like, you can have an animal be surprised and like the ears perk up, or a bird be surprised and like the wings flap out. So Buzz Lightyear being surprised and his like little wings pop out. It doesn't have to be like a sexual innuendo thing. It could just be like, yeah, he's surprised and here's a visual way to indicate that, instead of him saying like, oh golly, or something like that, you know.
Oh golly, I have an erection.
Yeah, so
I always thought that Woody and Jesse were kind of made for each other, but they keep on pairing Jesse with Buzz Lightyear, and I don't know. Maybe they've been doing it the whole time. I'm not paying attention to the romance.
People don't like going for like that whatever you think of the obvious thing would be. Like a lot of people thought like Harry and Hermione were gonna get together in the Harry Potter movies and stuff, and in the books too. But you know, it's sort of like him. You know, they sort of like kind of paint the picture that like him and Jenny will like each other or whatever. But I remember like watching them. I never read the books, but like in the movies, it was like way late. Like they were just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've always liked you. Yeah, I've always liked you too." It felt like it was almost like retconned or something.
Yeah.
I thought Ginny
Yeah,
always had a crush on
just-
Harry Potter. I thought that was kind of cute.
Well,
I think like I don't have any problems. I don't know. I never am one of these people who just like they did the wrong thing. It's just like I don't. It just didn't feel like it was. I didn't mind it, but
No,
it felt like
no,
it was
no,
like
no.
not. You were not in any way like hinted at that was gonna happen.
I'm
In my fan fiction.
I'm definitely one of the people that was like, they did it the wrong way, even though I didn't like actually watch all the movies or read the
Well,
last book.
Wait a minute. No, you feel that about the whole series. You don't feel that way about Ginny getting with Harry.
No, not.
You didn't even read
yeah.
the last book. You're not supposed to know this, sir.
Well, you told me what happened, but
You're
no, I
not
have,
You got a
supposed
hot
to know
take
this.
about Harry Potter or something?
oh yeah, I have
He's
a hot
got
take on.
Oh, he has a hot take and he has not read the last book. He refuses to.
I'll get around to it one of these days. But
You don't want to pay for it.
well, I'll just like lay out my hot take since it's being talked about and it's no fun when it's vague without any detail.
And you got an hour.
Yeah, so based on what I've heard of the Harry Potter book series, which is not fair because I have not read the last book, I gathered in the last book, Harry Potter was able to beat Voldemort basically because there was like a super duper mecha power wand that had never been mentioned in any previous book ever. Completely
Oh, yeah.
like, out of
yeah,
Yes.
there's also that.
out
Yeah,
of
it's-
nowhere.
it's-
It's
been like
called
a-
the MacGuffin wand.
Yeah, the
It's a fairy tale that we never heard about before in the books before,
Yeah,
but this fairy
so-
tale's been in the wizardry world the whole time.
Yeah, so there was like this central, pivotal, key like feature of the world that was like instrumental in being the only way the protagonist could defeat the villain, and it was like never introduced basically until right the moment that we had to be like, well, okay, well, how does Harry Potter defeat Voldemort? I don't know. Let's make up this thing right now that is the Voldemort defeater device. Fortunately, Harry Potter found the Voldemort defeater device. Close call. End of the series. So, again, maybe it's actually masterfully done. I didn't read the book, so this is unfair criticism. But from what I heard, that seemed to me like not a good way to end the story, and I thought that there was a much better ending, which I will now elaborate on. And this is an ending that actually goes right back to the beginning of the Harry Potter books. So it's elegant, it like makes sense with the plot and the way that we have already established the world works and all this stuff. So last book, right? Voldemort has all these Horcruxes, and we gotta destroy the Horcruxes, and only then can you kill Voldemort. So the heroes basically do that. They go on a quest. Voldemort tries to stop them periodically. Ooh, danger. But they get the Horcruxes. Thank goodness. Now we can actually potentially take out Voldemort, except for the fact that, as we've established, Voldemort is just too strong. He's the strongest wizard. He's stronger than Harry. Sorry, Harry, but he's probably also smarter than Harry. So it's just not going well when they try to go toe-to-toe with Voldemort. In fact, it goes so poorly, I think, like, some good guys go down, Harry Potter has lost, and now Voldemort is like, this is awesome, ha ha ha, screw you, Harry Potter, I'm gonna kill you. Voldemort, at this point, Voldemort is, he's really high on himself, he's ecstatic that he has beaten the prophecy about his own demise, so he is like on cloud 9, he's huffing his own farts as hard as he can. So he's like, not only am I gonna kill you, Harry Potter.
I love that scene too, by the way,
What
where
scene?
he finally like gets him in front of him and he zaps him and he goes, "Oh my god!"
I've never seen the
I haven't
movie.
seen that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude! You have to just look it up on YouTube. Like when
Is it
he actually
embarrassing?
kills Harry, he like takes his fucking wand and just starts waving around like he's conducting an orchestra, and he just goes,
Really?
"Oh my god!" He never talks like that the entire rest of the fucking series. Or
Terrible.
before.
What happened? That thing. He's
I
supposed to
love
be a
that guy as
threat.
Voldemort. I thought he was really good.
He looks funny.
Yeah, he was creepy. He was just like he just acted like a weirdo, and it made sense, I guess.
He's just like,
Voldemort's kind of a weirdo.
But he does these things that are just so like, I don't know, like I I've never read the book, so I don't know exactly like how source material, you know, how he's supposed to act in the manga or whatever, but like fucking he there's a scene where he goes to the guy who like sells the wands to people, and he's like, somebody came in here to take a wand from you. It might have been like the Elder Wand or something. Or, no, it wasn't. It was just like they came in there to get something so they could get one of the Deathly Hallow things or something. And the guy was like, some guy came in and stole it, and I don't know where he went. I swear that's all I know. And then he just looks over and goes, I believe you. And then he just zaps him anyway and kills him. Like he
That's
just
evil.
he believes him. He's not like he doesn't think he's lying to him, and he just wants to kill him because he just thinks it would be funny.
Yeah, because he's a bad guy. So I'm not familiar with the
Lol.
movies, but this actually
Lol, killed
gels.
you.
This gels just fine with my here's how it should have ended Harry Potter ending. So here's how I would have had Harry Potter end instead of
I would have ended Harry Potter.
yeah, important notes. Everyone perk up. So instead of having the book center around he happens to find the Voldemort destroying device just in time. Instead of having it be that, I would have it be they've got the Horcruxes, but Voldemort has basically defeated them, and he is so giddy with his victory. He's like, Harry Potter, not only am I going to kill you, I'm going to kill the ones you care about too. Haha, I'm going to kill the people that you love. So he goes, first and foremost, maybe, to zap Ginny, the girlfriend. And Harry Potter's like, no! And he like jumps.
No. I thought it was he was gonna kill Ron and Hermione first, and then finally Ginny to rub it in.
Yeah, maybe. I
That's
don't know.
your
There
plan.
could be. I don't care if there's other character deaths also in the mix. We don't need to kill every character. But anyways, Voldemort is gonna kill somebody that Harry Potter cares deeply about. Girlfriend seems like a good candidate. Harry Potter's like, oh no, don't do that! Harry Potter jumps and tries to shield them with his own body, and boom, Harry Potter gets killed by the death curse, and he's dead. And Voldemort's like, yeah, fucking A, I killed Harry Potter, the prophecy is off, bitches! And then he goes to continue killing the people, because, you know, he's not gonna let Harry Potter defend someone successfully. But what Voldemort forgets in that key moment is the way that Voldemort got killed to begin with all those years ago. When Harry Potter's parents...
Circle it.
Yeah,
Full
when
circle.
Harry Potter's parents defended him from a death curse from Voldemort, the love of their sacrifice caused that death curse to rebound and hit Voldemort right in the face. That's why he had to reconstitute across the entire series. And now that he has no Horcruxes, the big old dum-dum makes the same goof again, and he tries to kill Ginny right after Harry Potter sacrificed his life for her, so his love actually causes the death spell to bounce right back off of Ginny, hit Voldemort. Voldemort is toast. He's dead. Harry Potter is also dead, but frankly, everyone else was sacrificing that for that guy like left and right throughout the entire series, so it's kind of time that Harry took one for the team. But that would actually be something that is consistent and cohesive and very elegant and works with everything that was established in how the world works in Harry Potter.
Okay, however, when
You
it
don't
comes
like
to
that there's just like a cool like Deus Ex wand that just solves everything?
I mean, if it had been planned from the beginning of the story, I think it could have been done well. So it's not like you can't have MacGuffins. It's not like they never work, but it's like I don't think you want to just throw a device in at the end of like the third scene that has never been introduced before, because the whole premise of a story, right, is you introduce the ingredients, you lay the things on the table, and then that's like the first act, maybe some stuff in the second act, maybe. But the basic premise is, given these things on the table, what would really happen? How would things really shake out given what we have introduced? And part of that is supposed to usually, if it's not a tragedy, it usually involves the hero having some kind of flaw or shortcoming, and then throughout the course of the story, they, given what their personality is like, they overcome that flaw and that shortcoming, and then they are able to overcome the ultimate obstacle at the end of the story. So just throwing a random villain defeater device in at the end of the last act, that's very unsatisfying.
Okay,
Well, that's not how it went in the movie.
Yeah, see, I'm actually ignorant because I didn't even read the last book, so I could be way off.
That
on
might
this.
be, yeah. If that is how, I think we maybe have discussed this before, but if that's how it went in the books, then that's awful. That's like pretty bad, actually. That
okay.
it ended that way.
Okay, so we think Harry is supposed to be a walking I can't say this. Discoff gun.
Chekhov's gun.
Check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
We're
don't think
talking
that's
in
how
the-
it's supposed to be
I
spelled.
don't think that's
but
yeah.
I
I know what
don't
he's
think
saying.
that's how
We're
it's
talking
spelled.
about in the books how there's the mecha power wand of whatever that suddenly appears.
the Mecha Power Wand.
That's what we called it.
Uh,
The Mega Power Wand. The
I-
Power Up Wand from fucking Altered Beast.
Okay, however,
Power up.
what, Dave?
Yeah.
However, based on the ability to sell merchandise after you kill off a main character, how do you bring Harry Potter back to life at the end of the book so everyone feels happy?
I wouldn't bring him back to life. Fuck him. Fuck you, Harry Potter.
They literally have a thing that brings
bought
people
the
back to
books.
life, though.
You
They
bought
did.
all 7 books.
Yeah,
No
they
reason.
have,
Yeah.
they have a fucking stone that brings people back to life.
Do they?
That's how he come back in the movie. So in the
Oh.
movie, since you haven't seen the movie, I'll
Yeah.
spoil it for you because
Yeah,
it's actually like I thought it was okay. the ending was better than that. The ending is that through the last two movies they discover the Deathly Hallows things, you know, and it is something I don't think they really foreshadow in the movie, or at least I don't remember them doing it. But it's been years since I've seen those movies. But either way, they go looking for the Deathly Hallows, and I think that they find out the cloak of invisibility thing is one they already have, which is Harry's like invisibility blanket thing. It's blanky.
Okay.
And then excuse me, they're trying to beat, they know Voldemort is looking for the Elder Wand, and they're trying to beat him to wherever the Elder Wand is. Then they find out that the Elder Wand was buried with the wizard guy Dumbledore, and Voldemort figures this out first, and he gets there first, and he gets the Elder Wand. And like they're just like, well, since he has that, like, what can we fucking do? And then that's what he kills when he does the when he does that. That's what he kills Harry with. He has the Elder Wand's like fucking power, and he ends up fucking it up. But like how they end up like getting him or whatever is that he tries to do something with the Elder Wand. I think he tries to use it for something, and it won't like quite obey him. And they figure out like, oh, because it was Dumbledore's, it belongs to whoever killed Dumbledore. That's who it answers to now. So he kills Snape, and then Snape and Harry talk, and he gets Snape's tears, and he makes the little like remember your memories potion thing, and he drinks it or whatever, and he like remembers all of Snape's shit. And then like he's like, oh, well, I think like in that he kind of understands like what's going on and what he's got to do. And so like he he just faces Voldemort, and then he's just like, he zaps him and kills him, and then he actually like comes back because reasons. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think it's because he has the stone, the inside the snitch that he caught like in the first couple movies is the Philosopher's Stone, the thing that like you can use to cheat death or whatever, bring someone back. So he comes back, he brings himself back with it, and he comes back, and then they have a big showdown, and the bad guys lose.
Okay, see, I don't remember in the book I think there was a Harry Potter fake out death or something, but it's okay, but I just don't remember. I was so fucking bored.
He actually dies in the movie, but he comes back.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, Dave, is you got to bring your hero back there. Otherwise, everyone's like, well, fuck all this. It's a downer otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know why they felt like they had to bring him back, because it would have been like a way more memorable sort of ending, but I guess because they were trying to get like way more sort of dark and mature with the movies later.
No, you have to bring back the Jesus symbolism.
You don't have to. I
guess I don't know. I guess they were just like, well,
I don't know. You can have a story where there's like the hero accomplishes their goal, but they have to sacrifice themselves to do it. But if they accomplish their goal and like the people they care about are alive and all that stuff, you can still have that be a really good and actually uplifting story, because it says that their life and their decision to make a sacrifice achieved the value that they wished to see in the world. So in a way, even though they might die in the process, that can be considered a success.
Well, yes, but they should get to in happy audience time. They should get to the character should get to enjoy the success that they brought upon.
Well, I mean, yeah, if we're like writing for Blue's Clues or something, we'll definitely factor that in. But
oh yeah, that's what it is. Who is this? Firu? Yeah, Firu. When he survived the killing curse, he said cures as a baby. Voldemort accidentally made Harry a Horcrux, and then like through the thing he realizes
that made sense.
And he lets him kill
I like
him.
that.
Yeah.
I like that part.
He accidentally made Harry a Horcrux, and then like that's why he goes to face Voldemort. He's like, I'm the last Horcrux.
Yeah, that actually
and then he kills him.
I think that's a good twist, because it even makes sense with the idea of a Horcrux being you have to do something horrible to splinter your own soul apart. So that kind of fits with that perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm going to be right back. You guys keep the stream going.
I want to say he wasn't even the last one. I want to say this Nagini, the snake, was actually the last Horcrux, but it was like a secret one. And Neville fucking destroys that bitch with a
Oh my
fucking sword.
gosh, I thought the worst part of that all was the whole backstory on Neville, and do we suddenly care about him as a person in the background of his lore? And it's like he's actually a
I
mirror
didn't think
image,
they
but
did.
like
I don't think they got
the
too into that in the movies.
no, in the book, they had the whole like history of Neville with his parents, and it's like a more tragic version of Harry Potter. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing here, people?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that needs like a huge like section.
No, it was in the book.
It is like tragic, and it's a good. I think it's a good like piece of the story or whatever to kind of highlight how terrible the fucking like wizards were. But you know, it's the kind of thing you touch on. Like I know in the books there's this whole thing where like Hermione does like a fucking elf rights thing or something. And I remember like J.K. Rowling doing an interview with that, and she's like, "Yeah, when I was a little girl, I was just like that. I was little Miss Activist and stuff, and I just thought I could fix everything in the world." And it's like, okay, so that's like, what? How does that move the plot forward or make the story more interesting?
No,
to
it
include
doesn't.
this in the fucking book?
Swear, if you look at the whole lineup of the books just have to get thicker and thicker and thicker for no reason to try to outdo themselves. It's stupid. I hate it.
They just want that big fat fucking book on the shelf at Barnes and Noble.
Well, this one's thicker and this one's thicker. It's like this one has more pages. This is getting serious. More pages and more pages.
Thicker, fatter, longer, and uncut.
Gotta trim the fat off of Harry Potter. He's getting too big.
As J.K. gained in power, her editor became weak.
Harry Porter.
No, seriously. Seriously.
The
All right,
cloak just let
so-
them stay away from Death's grip. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I heard about
I
that.
did
didn't
hear
know
about
what
that, Phil.
was.
What is he saying? I don't have eyes on shit.
He's talking about the like how there was a telephone or cable company. I don't know if it's telephone, but there was some kind of company that was needed to run a cable underneath like a beach, and it happened to be, I think, the spot on the beach in England where they filmed the scene where they bury Dobby, who was a CG character, not real. And they were just like, no, you guys, you lot can't do that. That's where they buried Dobby, that is.
So
Gotta be-
cringe.
And so,
Well,
and
really?
then they were like,
Kidding me.
oh, blimey, sorry about that, mate.
Okay, well then you
Yes,
know.
the
Move off
fake death, the
100,000
fake-
feet of
the-
cable.
Fake burial of the CG character has got to be honored.
Yeah.
We can't ever disturb that burial site. That's what. Okay, so if you're in Britain, right, and you've murdered someone, and you're like, where can I stash the body where it will never be found? Now you know. They won't even dig there. They won't even look. Police dogs are not
Yeah.
allowed to
You're right.
profane that
You're
sanctified
actually
ground.
right. You could get away with murder, audience, if you're in Britain and you kill someone and you manage to bury their body where Dobby was buried. Then it's like base when you play tag. The police literally cannot arrest you.
They would
No, we're searching.
first. They'd have to prove that it's not Dobby for one.
You definitely should not murder Chris Roberts and bury his body where Dobby was buried.
I don't know who Chris Roberts is. But this is fun.
Don't do that, audience. That's the
no.
guy who made Star Citizen. I'm making a joke about
Okay. I don't-
Star Citizen's fucking
Minecraft.
reputation incinerating live before
Audience.
our very eyes.
Do not do that. But if you
Yeah,
did,
I'm warning people against that because I know someone there are people, there's a Dreamkeepers Star Citizen like group, and it's not got very many
No.
people in it, but I know there are some people in the Dreamkeepers community that play Star Citizen. So if you're following Star Citizen stuff right now, you're probably as we are all very, very pissed at Chris Roberts and that weird little dweeb American guy that manages stuff for him. So don't
Your
don't
show.
get any
Wrap
ideas.
it up.
yep.
Yeah,
and if
fucking-
you're
God,
if you're
God.
going to
You-
do something like that, hide all your Dreamkeeper stuff in your bedroom so the police don't find
or
it.
bury it all in under Dobby's grave.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
remember the
For real.
Dreamkeepers readership protocol, everyone, that before you get on the news, you must conceal your Dreamkeepers lore and merchandise items.
Wasn't there some guy like it was in like a police shootout who had like a fucking Dreamkeepers thing? in his
That was-
fucking in his bedroom.
No, that
or
was
something?
the police shootout guy was a guy that like a furry that lived really close to us, but he wasn't a Dream Keepers fan.
Oh my god!
But there was someone.
No,
But
someone
that
else.
was Simba Wolf. But there was someone else.
Simba Lion. Dave.
Simba Wolf.
I don't know who this
Simba
person was though.
Lion.
But I swear
No, Dave. Simba Lion.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Simba
So
Lion. Somehow
Simba
Simba
Lion
Lion
is
is worse than Simba Wolf.
yeah, but there was like a SWAT raid where I saw like photographs of this going around online, and it was like a SWAT raid on some furries' houses because you can imagine why. And there was like an art print of Wayward Astronomer up on the wall that I recognized, and I was like, holy shit. So I thought that was like
Oh, it's always great to see our fans
funny but
out there in
disturbing.
the wild. Oh boy. Ooh.
Also, make sure
I think that's the safest way to be on the news, Dave.
while we're
Just
telling
in the
people what
background.
not to do, I'd also like to say don't create like a lifelike taxidermized like zombie version of Dobby and then arrange it on his gravesite as though he was bursting forth from the ground and crawling out like around Halloween.
Just leave a hand coming up out of the sand.
Yeah,
And
don't
people
you,
coming out. Oh my God! There's a body here. They untear it. It's like Dobby. Just
we
a fucking,
buried
like,
him
weird, like,
alive.
troll-faced doll of
He
Dobby.
wasn't dead. He wasn't dead.
I'm just appalled to hear that Dobby appeared that many times in the movies to die again. Like, what
honestly,
are we doing?
I'm
Why
gonna
did we do this?
I'm gonna be real. I was never a Dobby fan. I'm not a Dobby
Me neither.
fan. I find him
No.
obsequious and obnoxious. And now that
I'm Team
He
Gollum.
insisted upon himself.
now that I know he dies, I
Like,
low key kind of want to watch the movies just to like root for whenever he gets taken out. Like I'm. That's just.
You're supposed to feel sad, Dave. That's not the right emotion.
Am I supposed to feel sad, or am I supposed to feel like one of the most annoying characters in existence is now gone forever?
I'm always Team Gollum.
You can bury him right next to Jar Jar.
You should have them fight. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think Gollum bites, honestly.
Yeah.
With the
But
remaining
Dobby knows magical spells, so it'd be a good fight.
Yeah, but if you're his friend, he won't use them to hurt you.
Oh,
or kill you.
yeah, I bet they'd get along.
You know-
actually.
So Gollum would fake being his friend, get in close, and
He
then
would, yeah.
bite his head off.
Yeah, Gollum would probably win. I would absolutely put my money on Gollum in that because Gollum is also
I
like
think
you
Gollum
said.
plays dirty.
Yeah, he's willing to use psychology. He's willing to play dirty. Gollum is willing to be deceptive. I don't know about like the only thing I think
Gollum is
would
going to
happen.
use social engineering to get into Dobby's good graces.
Yeah, Gollum's
What
gonna
is
be
give him a
like.
what is
stop.
like the hypothetical here? Like, which one would you be friends with, or like what are we even
No.
talking
No,
about?
like which one would
Who
win in a
would win in a
fight?
No.
Who would win in a fight?
Who would win in a fight, Dobby
Yeah.
or Gollum? Yeah, who would win?
Oh, probably. I would think Dobby would win in a fight because, like, in a fight, yeah, Dobby would win. But if you're
Really? I thought
if it's like
Gollum would.
prison rules or something, my money's on Gollum.
Yeah, no, prison rules. This is not like a stand-up fight where they get like boxing gloves and there's a ref. This is like you put them in the same region of the world, and it's like
Yeah, and there's like there's a fish and a sock. in the
Where's
middle.
Mamo? We need Mamo to
Like,
make this an AI.
Oh, speaking of Mamo, by the way, we do have SRS episode. Is it like 4 now? Well, we got another
We have
episode.
SSRI.
Yeah, we got another episode of stuff at the end of this stream, so stay tuned. And some other stuff too.
Good
More
God,
people-
he came up with another one of those in 3 days?
Yeah, I think
No,
actually,
you'd be amazed how fast his animation team works.
Gabe, you should actually be guilty over it because he kind of cites you as one of the reasons he was prompted to do this, and then he shows a picture of himself in a wheelchair with
I mean, that
tubes
was the
all hooked
idea.
up. Yeah, so so if you were trying to push poor little Mamo to the breaking point, bravo.
Yeah. Faster, more animation, faster.
He's probably
Faster,
listening right
Peter!
now, and he's gonna listen to you and
He
not
is.
to me when I say,
He is.
Mamo, think of your health. Take some time off. Drink some juice. Read something.
You don't have
relax.
time to think about your health because
Don't
you
go
need to
out-
be
What,
making
wait,
more
what is
Mamo?
going
animation.
on in this picture?
Mamo, don't go
You're
outside and
drawing.
touch grass because they'll kill you. But
Oh.
think about the grass.
Hazen's late to the commission show. This is a commission
See, like-
of Lilith getting Bast pinned down in a karate move where he cannot get up because she's got him pinned down. And then the top 3 panels are like her doing a handstand and grabbing him to flip him into that position.
Bass is a fucking pussy. I could beat up Lilith easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I think he's letting her win.
listen, guys.
Yeah,
this
doesn't
is-
he have the hardware?
This is a
Yeah.
commission. It's not canonical, but maybe Lilith is just a super ninja and no one ever knew.
Dash is just like, oh, this is so horrible. Lilith is gonna like sit on my face and shit. Oh God, what a bad day I'm having.
You're gonna sit in my face and fart in my face. Oh no, anything but that.
The
Please don't.
consequences for losing are diarrhea.
But also hot.
I heard literally the consequences for losing are diarrhea. What did
You
you
just said it.
actually say?
I said the consequences for losing are dire, comma, yeah.
Hazen.
Okay, that's not what I heard at all.
No.
Hazen,
That's at
you
the
hear
end
all
of the
kinds of
movie.
shit.
Lilith's gonna
so
pin me
it's
down and
really
sit on my
shocking.
face and diarrhea dookie
Well,
in my ear.
Now you ruined it. The commission was gonna be beautiful. You just ruined it. Now this commission is ruined. It's been tainted psychologically. Everyone's gonna be
Rip
thinking
it
of
up,
one thing when
Dave.
they look at this. Now they're not gonna be
In
thinking of
the top left, I thought I don't know what, like how you have it now, like hot dog style.
hot
I
dogs.
thought it was someone getting
Landscape style?
pants, and then like someone pulled someone's pants down and stuck their head like underneath their crotch, between their crotch and their pants. Because I can't tell what's going on, but now you said she's doing like a handstand or something, so like I'm like, okay, I see it now.
Listen, my original suggestion to get to this pose was there is
This
a martial
my
arts.
original
No,
character.
there is a martial arts technique that will put people into this pose, and it's really
Yeah,
fun.
no,
and
I
it's cool.
know there is. Yeah, this is BJJ stuff, but
BJJ
like
stuff.
this is Brazilian jiu-jitsu stuff.
Oh, no, I don't know about. I've never practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I know there's in the little Kenpo karate thing. There's one move that we did where you literally flip someone over your head and like wind up on top of them in beatdown mode, and it's.
Oh, I bet there is a Kenpo move of that. Yeah.
It's when I first did it, I was like, oh, this looks like it's going to be really complicated and difficult to work. It was like, it like fell into place surprisingly easy when you try it. Like, it's really fun. The gravity just like works, and everything flips around, and then you win.
If Lilith tried to flip me over, I would simply walk away.
Well, this one is definitely more like, ooh, like spicy and suggestive with like the grabbing it with her legs and stuff. So I can understand why the commissioner wants it this way, but like practically speaking, I feel like it would also take a lot of force to try and grab someone like this and pull them over. You're working against their entire body weight.
I have a list of people I've been working with. I don't remember who this is.
Like if Liz tried to do that to me, I'd just be like, pfft, and I wouldn't fall over. I think
I'd just throw
That
Liz
is
out
true.
the window.
Yeah,
that is one of
I
the
would
things
land
you can
on
do.
my.
I'd ball you up like fucking Ed and Eddie, or what's the wait what? No, Two Stupid Dogs, when they like take like the big guy takes like a person and like crams them into like a baseball shape and just throws them.
That was the next martial arts technique I was going to suggest to this commissioner actually, but he's like, please just draw what I would like you to draw, sir. And I was like, okay, I guess.
People get really mad
Yeah.
sometimes when you draw stuff like this, and I say like I could beat up that girl. I could beat her up easy, and they fucking like, no, you couldn't. She's so tough. You wouldn't be able to do it.
Just tell them that you married her, and then they'll get more upset.
Tell them I married her. I married Lilith and all the girls from Dreamkeepers, guys.
If you really want to get in trouble, to be like, I married her already, and I could still beat her up, both at the same time, and then you'll be in
Yeah.
hot water.
I could
Now
do
you're
both
just in an abusive
things.
relationship.
Commission Dave
He
to draw the
likes it.
wedding. That's to make people
She
mad.
asked me to do it.
To be fair though, like I believe Lilith was like hitting you first, so it's not as it's not as clear cut as everyone likes to
It's
think.
game on then. This little girl puts me in a self-defense situation. It's over.
Self-defense situation attained. It's all
You were
fun
defending
until,
yourself against this little girl.
until people start to throw
Yeah.
hands.
Some little book reading dweeb bookworm girl puts me in a self-defense situation.
Who's half your size? Maybe. It's all over. Yep.
Get stuck into a locker, bitch.
Goodbye.
Nerd.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna break your glasses.
Yeah, how are you gonna read with broke glasses, bitch?
Ouch.
And
Everyone
take
loves
your
to-
lunch money.
Everyone loves to fantasize about self-defense situations.
And beating women. Am I right, fellas?
So
I
listen,
don't think Bask is thinking that right now.
there better never be no 8-year-olds to put me in a self-defense situation, because I could crush them. I could crush an 8-year-old. If an 8-year-old
I could crush them like an ant.
put
with
me
my
in a
feet.
self-defense situation, it wouldn't even be a contest, okay? They better not fuck around. They better not.
Dave has
Dave just walks.
nice
Dave
500
walks into a
milligram
McDonald's.
pills.
Dave walks into a McDonald's
Oh,
hoping for a
I
brawl
always-
every time.
Yeah.
I forget they fought Mace and him out like a little scuffle in Volume 1, and like Mace actually like little shrimpy Mace actually did get like a fucking sucker punch in on him and fucking bust his
Yeah.
lip open or whatever.
Yeah, well,
It's a
Scrappy.
nosebleed.
he kind of played dirty because Whip interfered a little bit, and so he popped him in the nose.
He's scrappy dude.
A little
He's
bit
like
of a
half
nosebleed.
past eyes. I mean, can you blame him?
Earned himself a date with Lilith, though.
Say what?
He earned himself a date with Lilith, though.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is he won the war. He won the battle, but he lost the war with that move. No strategic foresight.
That's Mace for you.
Yeah.
That's the first instance I've ever heard of a guy getting his ass kicked by a little dude half his size, and the girl being like, "Oh wow, I'll go to a dance with you for sure." Moist.
So, what is that thing called? I forget the name of it. The Nightingale phenomenon. The Nightingale. It's like when women that are like nursing someone back to
Oh,
health
yeah.
suddenly decide, "Ooh, actually, I really like taking care of this person."
Poison them.
Breaks your arm, puts you in a cast. A whole
Yeah,
body
like the
cast
Stephen
forever.
King Misery scenario.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna happen. It's like, oh,
That movie.
but if I
was-
injure
I
you,
saw
you'll be
two
mine
kids
forever.
fighting when I got my frappe. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about McDonald's. We're talking about fighting kids at McDonald's.
Kids are fighting at McDonald's.
Yeah, they were just like beating each other and climbing up on the counter, and I was just standing there trying not to get hit.
No, kids these
Was
days.
this
one
are-
of
like
my-
recently?
Today.
Yeah.
Today? I thought
Today.
they took the play places out of the McDonald's.
No, they weren't in
Over
play
there.
place. They were just standing there waiting for their food, beating each other up.
They were.
And they just
the-
started fighting.
Yeah, since
Yeah.
they removed the play places, that was like the Tumblr for McDonald's. That was the containment zone. Now there is no containment zone, and these little kids are just like careening around, like getting in fistfights with each other, right where grown-ups can see. It's disgusting.
And actually, I was also in there yesterday, also getting a frappe because I need lots of frappes. And there was a kid spinning and almost hit me,
A kid's spinning.
I don't know why,
Spinning.
but
Like a-
Liz,
like a top.
whenever in the grocery store, in McDonald's, whenever Liz is near children, something triggers in their little brains, and they start spinning like tops. They start just whirling like little
They
cyclones.
do.
And
I
they
can think
always
of-
like.
I can think of 3 different times now. It's nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about like Liz, but something in their brain says, "Yeah, start spinning around immediately, maximum velocity."
Liz
And
has
they
magical
move
powers,
too.
and she's just doing that. When she sees children, she's just like, "Get spinned, idiot!"
their
Mind
arms-
controls your
their
children
arm-
into
their
spinning
arms
like
come
Odo
out.
on fucking Deep Space Nine.
Their arms come out, they go in a circle, they fall over, and it comes near me, and I get scared, and the parents are just not even there.
So do you think it's
I
because
don't
like
know what to
they
do.
are they like responding positively to you, or is it like, do you have like some sort of a subsensory child toxin that's like activating their nervous
I
system?
hope so. I wish it would happen further away
Liz
from
has
me.
got like a pheromone that she emits that only affects children, and it makes them spin like tops.
The military
And then
needs
they
to get
fall
on
over,
that,
too.
Figure it out.
But the problem is they fall over and run into my cart. One of them actually, I think, did run into my cart one time. I started
Running
doing
into
this.
your car.
Yeah, I spent at least 3 times here. There's a Walmart, a Meijer, and a McDonald's.
What the
I don't know
fuck?
why.
No, it's like a zombie apocalypse, except they're just all little kids and they're spinning and they don't bite. Well, they don't bite yet.
They fall over though.
They do fall
They
over.
they lose control of their legs when they spin. And note, these are like 8 to 9 to 10-year-olds doing this too. These are little tubbies.
Oh, these aren't like little kids.
No, these are not 4-year-olds. These are
These
way
are like
too old for this.
middle school kids.
Unless it's like
Kinda.
5-year-olds that are on like heavy growth hormones or something, because they look like they're 12.
Probably mentally.
I will say, like, you, Liz, you need to install like a dash cam on you as a person, so that when they when they collide with you, you can go to
Well,
the
so we can
insurance
You
put
need to
this
company.
get
on
Google
stream.
Glass, Liz.
Do you not believe me? It's been 3 times. I think you've seen it once at least.
No, I believe you, but I'm just saying for insurance purposes, when the parents are like, "Listen, my child had a collision with you. I can see that the paint has been messed up on my child. There's some body damage here. You're going to be liable for
No.
this." You have to be able to be like, "No, no, no. I talked to my insurance company. I have dash cam footage. Your child absolutely caused this collision. I was just, you can see I was parked right here, right at the
This
red light in
collision.
McDonald's, and then they just they just spun into me unprompted."
No, there was this one girl. She's just standing there with her parent and Myers, and then she looks at me and they just start spinning at me.
It's-
Spinning.
It's funnier that first she makes eye contact.
3 times.
Like, just looks at you
Oh.
like, "Yes, there's the one that makes me spin."
At me too. At me, and they're falling over, and the arms are out.
Everybody's just
Oh.
fucking jumping in the air and spinning like fucking people from the intro of Dragon's Maid.
They're not jumping, but it is fast.
You think it's all fun when you go to Cirque du Soleil and you're in the audience. It's actually no fun at all in real life. So Liz, how are
Spinning
you?
children.
How are you doing today, Liz? Do you have any
I'm
kids
alright.
spin into you today?
No, that was yesterday. Today was the 2 fighting that were kind of getting a little close to kicking, but
Excellent.
I tried to avoid them.
That's all you can do, really.
The older I get, the more I hate people. That's just trash.
Well, but that's only because you've had more experience with people. That's the only reason for that.
Yeah, but it's getting to the point where the older I get, the older I hate them. Like there's more range with the age of how much I don't like these people.
As you age, remember
It's
to grow in hatred.
I don't like college kids now. It's going up to college now. Now I hate them all the way up through college.
Liz, but at one time you were a college kid, remember?
I was better behaved and I did not spin.
That's true, you didn't spin. I remember that. I probably would have not dated you if you were spinning, to be
Didn't
honest.
spin.
What if I spun into
You
you?
didn't spin.
I
in
don't like it when
college.
my girlfriend spins. Does anyone else have this problem? Constantly just
Although-
generating like
Hey.
rotational force.
Please
On that
comment below
note-
if you have a girlfriend that spins.
On that note, though, yeah, Dave, swinging off of trees with your legs in the air, almost kicking me in the face. How's that going?
Almost. Almost is such an important word in that sentence, Liz.
You were excited. You were walking down the street with a girl, so
I
you
was-
got to get it in the tree and almost kick her in the face.
I was very excited to be going on a date, so I decided to jump in a little tree, have a little monkey time. What's wrong with that?
in front of her and almost kick her in the face.
Again,
What, you don't
almost.
like Wayne
Key
Lindsay?
word almost in that sentence. Notice how you were not, in fact, kicked in the face.
I think I ducked.
Yeah, that's why you didn't get kicked in the face.
Live
'Cause
to survive another day.
I had to test your reflexes. I don't want a mate that had poor reflexes, and you passed.
Get to date 2, ducked the first date. Get it to date 2.
I was making my own little kung fu movie. You have passed the first test.
Not getting kicked in the face by Dave.
Yeah.
Who hasn't climbed up a tree and kicked the girl in the face on the first date at some point? I know I have. We've all been there.
That's where the magic.
Fellas,
That's
am I
where the
right?
magic begins.
I only wish.
You remember that scene from Ariel, the Little Mermaid? I do.
What? Which one?
The one where Prince
Remember
Eric
that scene
climbs
where
up a
Prince
tree and
Philip
like
fucking
smashes
kicks
her in
Ariel
the
in the head?
face.
When he just roundhouses her in the head after he figures out she's a mermaid.
And she can't say shit about it because she can't talk.
That's basically what happens in the
Actually.
actual like book of that. Did you
I
know
know.
that?
No, I
In
didn't.
fact,
book
he
is
does
like-
not go 7 vaginas. He just gets mad.
Yeah. When he figured when like the thing happens where she starts turning back into a mermaid or whatever, he's
Yeah.
just like, "What the fuck? You have like fish pussy, you." And then like
You
he
lied to
fucking-
me.
Yeah, he like threatens to kill her, and I think they throw her back in the ocean. And then, like,
Whoa.
Everybody's just fucking fucked by the Ursula bad guy. No,
Yeah, they say go
There's-
home.
it's
You're
not-
doing
it's not like a happy ending at all. Like her whole
No.
kingdom and family gets like eradicated.
Oh, no kidding. The
What a
the
cool
ending of the book,
story.
the bad guy wins. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the
Well, I
ending of the
mean,
original Mermaid thing, the
tragic.
bad guy, like the witch, like fucking like her. I don't remember like her motivation or whatever, but she's like the point of the story is that this stupid like spoiled little girl like basically just fucked and like doomed her own home like just so she could just entertain like a curiosity or something. And it's just like, you
Oh,
know what, like the moral of the story is like sometimes you like the fucking shit that's out there, people are just right about it, and like you shouldn't like trade the safety of people around you so that you can just indulge in a fucking whim.
that sounds like an actual relatively mature lesson for a fantasy book.
It kind of
Yeah.
gives the idea, like, if you have a family and a loving wife and kids, don't go out there and cheat on them and ruin everything.
Yeah.
Stay under the
But
sea. World of the
I was
humans.
just from like
Not
the
worth it.
description that I was getting from this conversation. I thought it was the story was starting to sound a little bit more like the Metamorphosis. If anyone here has read that,
The Kafka story?
the what?
The like where he turns
Kafka,
into a bug?
Yeah, that one.
cockroach. Yeah.
Yeah, I in college, I had to read that and do like a, I don't know, like a review on it or something. I don't remember what they had me do, but I was
Yeah.
just like, this just seems like a story about a guy that just gets fucked.
It's a fetish book.
Oh no, what if he turned into a
I
bug?
would believe because it's just like this guy the story begins with I am a bug now, and then
No.
everyone else just has to deal with it, and he basically just like
No.
an apple gets shoved into his wings and rots and he just dies, and like his entire family who was like before he turned into a bug was lovingly supporting and like the only reason why anyone was like living any kind of comfortable lifestyle of any kind, and then he turns into a bug and everyone's just like ew, and then they're all like happy when he dies. It's just I got to the end of it and I was just like, what the fuck. Like I feel like a lot of old stories are like that. Like you read through them thinking that there's going to be a very a moral, like a lesson to be learned, and then it's just like what.
I agree.
Damn.
And, and it's
I
like,
think
what was
like
the point of this? Like,
I
what
think
am
the
I
idea
learning
with
here?
that
Don't be a bug.
I think the idea of that is like if you become like a freak or like a cripple or something like that, then like your family, it doesn't matter how much how
And no one will
loving
love you
people are.
anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how loving people are around you, like they will see that relationship between you and them differently, and they will start to over time see you as a burden.
Yeah, I mean, I guess suppose that's one thing to come out of it, but because the story is about turning into a fucking cockroach, it gets for me a little muddy. The metaphor does not land as well to me. It's not like he didn't like, I don't know, do the thing that Ariel did where he like made a
Make a
deal with
choice.
somebody.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like,
it's
do
not a
anything
choice.
to do
He's
this.
just
Yeah.
he was just like breaking his ass trying to make sure that his family didn't die of starvation, and then one day he's a bug, and then his entire family just goes, fuck you, you're a bug now, I hate this. And it's just like, I don't know, are there people that love the story that think that the Metamorphosis is an extremely like valuable book to read? Why am I reading this in this
Teachers.
college
Teachers do.
English class?
I read it for
And
Yeah,
fun.
that's the kind of thing like an English teacher would think that was just like a really good fucking book or
yeah,
something.
Yeah, I think
don't you want to be media literate? You got to like this book and check the cliff notes for what you're supposed to think about it.
yeah,
Well,
sometimes
yeah, that's the problem, is that they tell you what to think. They tell you if you like it.
sometimes those classics, like it almost feels as though there was like some sort of arbitrary process where they're like, oh, let's just pick some random books that have nothing really going for them, but we're gonna say that they're classics and everyone has to read them in high school forever. This one, like definitely the Kafka one, sort of seems like it strikes that box for me. I would say one book that seems like it's actually worth reading and you get like a different picture of the world as a result of it. That's where it's like, oh, I can see this being required reading in high school. Lord of the Flies, because that actually sort of paints a little portrait of like, hey, uh, here's what happens when all the guardrails are removed and people are just sort of like left to their own devices in the wilderness. Like shit gets pretty bad pretty
Yeah.
fast, which I think is accurate generally.
Also, children probably spinning in the forest, you know.
Yeah, kids being in the
Yeah.
forest. Also, the idea it's like, hey,
Spin the pig.
these innocent like little wonderful cherubs, like you put them in a different situation, and it sort of helps emphasize how, you know what, you shouldn't take the structure of civilization for granted, because it is really that structure that causes things to go well and us to have this like these like behaviors that make life livable, and otherwise
Also,
just like pure savagery is not too fun.
if one of the kids is secretly Jesus, you need to give him the Jesus treatment.
I forgot about that. Which kid is
Yeah.
secretly Jesus?
The one that they sacrifice. There's a symbolism, a Jesus symbolism in that book.
Oh,
The thorny crown,
don't-
you know, all that.
I just remember Piggy
It's been
being
a
the kid
long
with
time since
glasses,
I've
and I'm
read
like,
that
yeah,
book.
kid with glasses. I can relate to him. And then they kill him with a fucking rock, and I'm like, what? No, he had glasses. How could you?
Yeah, isn't it basically just like there's a bunch of kids in the group that are, you know, they're just like, what if we were just like really nice to each other? And then all the kids that are like athletic and strong are just like, fuck you, we're gonna put your head on a spike.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how I remember Lord of the Flies.
It's kind of true to life, really.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's obviously like Lord of the Flies. If you look at it as like, is this really what would happen? It's probably not. All the kids would probably just die. But
Well, eventually they
it's
probably would.
interesting. Yeah, if you suspend your disbelief for a little bit, there are parallels that you can look in life, and I kind of believe this too, is that like we're still like prehistoric tribal people, but we're all wrapped in like the internet. You know, we just have all this stuff that's sort of abstracting away our like tribalistic tendencies. So you sort of see patterns emerge where like in the workplace, you might see that you get like a go-getter that's willing to just fuck over everyone else so that he can get ahead, and it's kind of like it's him trying to secure, you know, resources and be like a strong a strong leader for whatever. It's like you can kind of find a parallel to that, and I think the book does something to kind of explain that, like that's how people really are,
Yeah, and see,
even though it's very exaggerated.
even yeah, it's an exaggeration, of course, but sometimes you have to exaggerate something to make it more clear, so that you don't have like all the tangled nuance and subtlety of real life, so you can extract less. But just even just us talking about Lord of the Flies, I think for me it's like, look at all the interesting conversation that can just arise from dimly remembering that book, versus what were we talking about with like Kafka? It was basically just like, what the fuck?
Just a cockroach.
Yeah,
I'm a cockroach
he's
now.
a bug.
Fuck.
Oh,
God damn it! I'm a cockroach again. I hate
Guys,
this. And everyone else hates me too. I hate being a cockroach.
try not to ever become a cockroach, okay? Just don't have that.
Well, that
be,
was awkward.
Don't wake up as that. Pro tip: don't wake up as a
Wondering how I
cockroach.
got here.
I would simply just not become a cockroach.
Actually, I think it was like a beetle technically, but you know what? It doesn't
It's a
matter. It
cockroach.
just becomes
Yeah,
an
it's a
annoying
cockroach.
bug.
Well, he woke up as like a bug, and then when I was reading, I was like,
A
"There's
literal
your
bug
first
man.
mistake, man. I wouldn't have done that. Woken up as a bug? Not even once. Not even once.
Don't be a bug. Don't be
be a bug.
Turkish.
Turkish.
Okay. Dave, we got 15 minutes to the end of show.
Then
Were you going to show Ukrainian Dreamkeepers?
I think we were. I think it's about
Ukrainian Dreamkeepers.
it's about
Is that
time
what
for a
this is
little
dealing
show and
with?
tell. So we might even have a little time after. But when I play these clips, what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to leave us unmuted, because sometimes a little laugh or something might be fun. But so just be aware that they can hear us talking.
I do think that watching those videos just in pure silence is a little off-putting.
Yeah, so we're gonna be unmuted, just FYI. So I'm just saying, don't like talk over some of the good bits, so everyone can hear. All right,
You got it, boss.
people in here, refresh your.
What a moronic question. Of course I'm still in the show.
No. There we go.
See, I knew you'd need time to get your stuff ready.
No, I got it ready. I'm just need to make sure that you guys refresh your thing. We're looking at it. Show and tell. So we actually have a few things. I'm gonna start with a shorter one. Someone made. It's not all Mamo this time. Mamo made an
What?
SRS episode, but we got someone else making something about tinsel, and I feel bad that I'm saying someone else. They're in the Dream Court. You can see who made it. And for future reference, if you ever want to be sure to be credited on stream,
Oh, that guy's in here. His name's
Yeah.
like Jaws or something.
Jaws, cool.
Oh, Joss is here? Okay.
But for future
person.
reference, since I am dumb, if you want credits on stream, make sure to like throw a little title card on there for a second or something so people can see who it is. Anyways, let's get some show and tell.
What a moronic question. Of course I'm still in the show. Hello?
Goodbye, Tinsel.
Hello?
Goodbye. Tinsel's gone, so that was from Jaws, I think. Let me quick show image slideshow from Outsider Artworks. He did some character references for Mr. Pebbles, I believe. These guys are looking pretty cool. Plus, we have some ex-Serapian characters, which that makes me glad I'm doing the lore for that soon, because I like Serapian. So this is cool. Now let's get to, I think this is the big SRS. It might be like episode 4 from Mamo. So without further ado...
He took my advice and did not miss a
You
Friday.
shut the f*** up! Yours truly, random bullshit
What?
generator, ate something he shouldn't and shat out a whole new Indian river. Additionally, here, let me show you something. You know what this is? This is how writer's
Indian
block looks
river.
for AI folks. I didn't have much time when it was available, so I had to speed run it. So have some novel scenes animated instead. I don't know. Man, I love AI.
Convincing, because I want it! There's a reason, an explanation for all of this. We have to figure out what's going on. I apologize for the intrusion, sir. I was looking for someone else. Honestly, terror I can understand, but bad poetry?
I've never seen any this. I've never seen anything like this.
Well, take it from me. It's not us flinging dirt in the fan. We're just the ones standing by with a bucket.
It's
But
really fun seeing the scenes
supernatural
animated.
nightmares are conspiring to take over all of Andorona. And we're gonna kick their asses. See? Easy to swallow.
You don't understand. You've heard of my sister, Lilith? I'm Namakala, and I've brought you the biggest dirt pile of them
Let's see
all.
V's eyes over the pink goggles. That's really cool.
It is.
Why is Randy always picking on me? I never did anything mean to him. It doesn't make any sense. And he's always watching me, too. It's actually kind of creepy.
Whenever you feel sad or bored, you can look at this and think of
It's
me and
interesting how
fun
much
you
it
have.
stays true to like the style. And
Yeah.
It's not like
Mhm.
perfect, but that's like crazy
What's
that how well
funny?
it does it, retains it.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Look,
even like the sketchy
all
contours and
that
stuff.
yelling and stomping around yesterday must have made the poor brute tired.
What's happening to Mace's
How
coat?
come you're not in bed?
Randy was
He got
scared.
tired of
Even
having
it's
both
on.
arms. It's okay.
Now I can't
I
sleep.
understand.
I bet it'll be fun to be a bandit.
It's cool when it moves some
Well,
of the
Let's stow the food somewhere
the
so we can grab
animated.
it later
well,
tonight.
I'm sorry, the graphic.
I
novel
guess it would
panels
be
around a little bit.
impossible to love anything that stains your flawless image, huh, Dad? Now be sure to savor this, Vincent. Despite its flavor, I'm sure it was absurdly expensive. You know, I always wanted to
Absurdly?
visit the Starfall Mountains. They looked so cool at night from the windows in the tower.
We're way across Andorana? Wow!
You and Whip have been friends for a long time, huh?
Yep, ever since we can remember.
Amma looks
If it
good,
weren't for the
people.
lack of resemblation, I'd say we must be brothers.
You know, the Sandman was after me.
He's coming
It
out of
only
the
got
fucking
Paige
bubble.
because I escaped. Wait, that
Mace's
thing didn't have
breaking
boots
containment.
on.
He cannot
It
be
didn't even have
contained.
any legs.
They like the
Sorry
voice
about
actor
the
for
rock.
Mace, by the way,
Are you
on
okay,
YouTube.
Lilith? It's been quite the ride, but I think so.
Here, hold still.
The mist effect was
This
cool
might
in there.
sting.
Yeah, I agree.
Can you tilt your
that
face
is
this way a
really
little
neat.
bit? He really
And
got you
animate too.
good.
Lilith has a little extra
You're
line coming off of her
pathetic.
cheek there.
Well,
God,
those were
goddamn,
shit.
that's terrible stitch job.
You see
Lil
this thing on
sucks.
the head? It's actually a leftover of Wee's fingers. I wear it as a trophy, like when deers get their antlers locked. And the winner ends up carrying the loser's head around until someone tranquilizes him and cuts it off. But I'm keeping mine. Now please go watch Oreo's video if you haven't already.
Nice. Thank you, Mamo. That was really fun. We do have Oreo's video lined up. It's shorter, but I don't know. It is really fun seeing some of the graphic novel scenes start to come to life. And I know, granted, if people are like, "But David, that's AI slop." Well, yeah, but this is like just stuff that's being
What
made on
else
the
is
side
new?
for fun. And I would imagine if we ever went into like actually producing an animated version of the graphic novel series, you know, I think we'd get like actual voice actors, definitely, because the voice acting is pretty. It's impressive that AI can just generate that from nothing. Like, it's impressive, but it also, like, you know, it's not the same as listening to a real person really delivering lines. So obviously, voice acting. I think we'd get real voice actors for sure.
I think that'll be the last thing AI kind of nails well, because there's AI just because AI can like quantify things. Just the whole like Chinese room thing with the way it produces things. You don't know what I'm talking about? Go look that up. But I think that voice acting will be the final thing that it kind of gets right or gets wrong, because it's the way that it goes just like bass. If you don't have like some kind of like audio to feed it as like a reference, it'll just have like seriously maybe 4 or 5 voices to choose from, and none of them will really be that good.
I still like, though, like, I'm finding it impressive how much the style actually gets lifted from the comic and used in some of those sequences. It's kind of cool watching them.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
visually.
takes
I
the
thought that was
line style, the scratchy line style is
yeah.
really cool.
Not 2 months ago, what existed for like animation, like video AI stuff? It would just take your picture and it would just very quickly morph it into something else that it understood
Yeah.
how to animate. And now you have things out there that you can just put stuff on, and it's just like, okay, it's supposed to be animated like this, and it'll just
If
kind
you
of do it.
playing it, are you playing it again?
It's just visual in the background. The audio's not on, so people can hear us talk about it.
Okay. Well, I think it's playing twice here, so if you go back to your pencils, that would be good.
I'm good. Well, I'm not going back to the pencils just yet because there's one more to show from, I think Oreo made this, if I'm remembering right. But this is actually really cool. It's almost like a title sequence or something mashed up with Ghostbusters. So let's go ahead and look at our final show and tell for the stream.
Oh, this is extreme.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call?
David's a big fan of real Ghostbusters.
That's right.
That first scene with the ghosts, like, hit me right in your childhood.
Ready to know ghost?
I don't understand the logo. I don't understand if the logo was supposed to be like a drawing of the person who made this.
I like how
no,
the ghost is
Kendra-
doing a little dance as he gets captured.
Nice. Extreme Ghostbusters. That was fun.
Who's
Was that
in
the
logo
intro
there?
for?
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Maybe like it's an older version of you or something. I couldn't say.
I don't.
Me?
What?
I don't know who the ghost guy is. So yeah, that confuses me.
Yeah, who's the ghost guy? Is Oreo in here?
I know.
Oh,
I know the monster they caught was Tendril. He got busted.
Yeah, good pick for Ghost. Looks pretty spooky.
That was cool. Especially, I don't know why, but the very opening shot of that, when it was like all the Ghostbusters style monsters kind of creeping along, that really brought me back to the real Ghostbusters show.
There was a scene with the car, the ecto cooler or whatever. What is the car called?
No,
The
the
Ecto
ecto cooler was
one.
the drink. Yeah, there's a lot of different ecto.
Ecto one, Ecto Cooler is the drink. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Ecto
the Ecto
one.
one. There was a scene with the car where like it looked a lot like that old Japanese animation studio that did a lot of the Extreme Ghostbusters cartoons.
Yeah.
Which were really well animated and had really impressive backgrounds, by the way.
Yeah, I think there's a
Yeah,
reason.
I watched
Even
a few episodes of that. It's really good.
As a child, I must have had good taste because I was like into that shit, hardcore. That was my favorite. That's my
Also,
yeah, Extreme Ghostbusters is a really good cartoon.
The intro theme is also really good. I couldn't tell if that was the one from the earlier show or the like the Japanese animated one that you were talking about, or the one that came out in like the early 2000s.
You're thinking real Ghostbusters versus the Extreme Ghostbusters, I think.
Oh yeah.
I will say, real Ghostbusters had some way crazier monster designs.
Yeah,
they were
Really
like weird, like
cartoony.
body horror stuff, which I thought
Yeah,
was
it's like
cool.
the '80s one, and then Extreme is the guy in the wheelchair that does the.
Yeah, it's just the guy in the wheelchair.
That's how I remember it.
I was a fan of the real. That was my first book. I was just drawing all these ghosts and ghosts and ghosts and monsters and creatures and.
Your parents were concerned.
Yeah, but then we bound it. It was
yeah,
fine
then your
because
Christian parents were like, "Oh."
Well, no, that was after I was like more into a teenager and I was starting to draw like more demons and creatures, and they're like, "Dave, where are you like seeing this stuff from? Like, where are you getting this?" And then I told them, "Oh, I don't know, I just think of it." And then that didn't seem to make them feel better. So, but yeah, book the first bunch of ghost and monster drawings bound together in cardboard with twine punched through to make the binding. I think
Is it crayon or color
You actually
pencil?
made them into like a book.
Yeah, because it was just a bunch of drawings. I was like, I gotta store all these somewhere. I know my mom helped me make a book with cardboard covers and twine.
My demon book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was it crayon or color pencil?
I don't remember. I know a lot of them were color.
I love crayons.
Yeah, crayons are fun. There was like there wasn't all
Crayon
ghosts.
Have you eaten crayons?
There was
You
like
chewing those?
one Venkman in there, but I made him like a stick figure. I didn't really care. I wasn't into it for the Venkmans. I was in it for the ghosts.
Wait a minute. Mamo is actually on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got a YouTube channel now?
No, in the
post your
Discord thing, I
YouTube,
think
yeah.
he shared a link to it. So yes, and now it is in chat.
Mega
Sorry, I
Monster
didn't know we were
Hunters. AI.
not properly promoting people. Ooh.
If you guys
Well, he
like,
kept
Mega
asking him
Monster
for a
Hunters.
YouTube channel, and he didn't have one, but now he does.
now he does. I'm gonna share the link with this at some point today. I'll get
Now
it
you know.
lined up in our social
posted the
media
link in there.
posting thing, so I can be like, guys, he has one.
You should follow him on YouTube. That'd be nice.
I hit the subscribe button,
There you
but
go.
I know it's like you gotta then hit the bell icon and turn it into like,
And comment.
all, and then you
You
have
have
to.
your
like-
Twitter linked twice on this.
Then YouTube has like the secret like, oh, but you don't get any updates unless you do the secret extra super follow technique, and
The Secret Friday.
yeah, now you can watch Mamo's shows anytime you want. You don't have to wait for us. They're on a YouTube channel now.
That's good because this is the only way that I've had to see these, and because of the way that we watch them, I usually miss stuff.
Now he's broken containment. He's beyond my control.
It's beyond my control, Kermit.
Dave does better. Can you do that one, Dave?
Do what?
Fozzie voice.
Kermit is beyond my control. He broke containment. Waka waka waka.
Whoa, what happened to Dave?
Yeah,
Where'd
I
he
know,
go?
Oh,
right?
Fuzzy Bear here.
Frank Oz came by, guys. Frank
Everyone
Oz
keeps
was
telling
here.
me my Fozzie Bear is so good. In the grocery store, people stop me and they're like, "Oh my god, I thought it was Fozzie. You are so good." Everyone is like,
I
"You
thought
should
a puppet was walking around in the store.
you should be Fozzie Bear professionally." And then I'm like, "No, did you know I'm actually not a voice actor?" And they're all amazed. They're like, "You're not a voice actor? Whoa. We never would have thought that you're not a voice actor because this sounds so good."
And then everybody
you-
clapped.
So yummy.
You walk around in the grocery store with a shirt with your character on. They're like, "Wow, is that your character?" And you're like, "Let me tell you about my lore."
That's how I get people to move if they're like browsing too slow and I need to get into like the mushroom aisle or something. I walk up behind them and I go, "Ah!"
and they move
Yeah, they
Yeah,
very
do.
quickly.
turn around horrified that a Muppet is coming behind them.
No, they turn
Suddenly I
around
have
and
something else to shop for.
they turn around and they just see like a normal man staring them dead eye in the face.
All right, we're over time, Dave.
Oh, is it the end of the stream? It is, but we got a lot of progress on this commission. We had some great show and tell. Thank you very much, Mamo, Oreo, Jaws, Outsider Artworks, and if I'm forgetting anyone, I'm dumb and mean. But thank you everyone that contributed some cool show and tells for the stream. They always liven it up. I like having the show and tell segment on here. I definitely want to keep it. So if you listening want to get your things on a show and tell, no
You the
guarantees,
girl
but
we
we
need
we
this.
got a room in the Dream Cord where you can submit stuff. And
We can't guarantee it'll all get on because we're not always that great looking, but we try.
yeah, like if you put something in there that's just like, here's something that's completely gonna copyright strike your channel, haha, and I'm like, here's something that has a gigantic drawing of a poo poo, and we might veto some stuff, so try not to get too angry at us, I guess.
Or get angry, get mad.
If there's something where it's like, this is poking mild fun at David, you will be banned. We cannot permit. Fragile ego, very fragile.
Yeah.
But you guys, any last notes before we conclude our Tuesday stream?
Stay excellent, everybody.
Stay excellent. Be excellent to each other.
Remember,
that was
God
coming.
loves you. You have a purpose in this world.
Remember, I'm close and personal friends with each and every one of you.
I
do
knew
like
you were gonna do that.
Which streamer does that? That's funny. Was that Hot Diggity Demon?
That's
Yeah, that's Max.
the hot diggity demon guy that some of you probably know him as the brain dump guy. Max Giuliardi. He at the end of all of his streams, he goes, and I want everyone listening to remember that I am close and personal friends with each and every one of you.
You know, he probably that probably sticks with people too. Some people probably believe that.
I wonder if he's ever had anybody be like, oh, but like fucking cable guy. They had like a cable guy moment. Like,
Probably.
we just have your close and personal friends.
He's got a pretty big audience. The bigger your audience, the more the fun kicks off a little bit.
Is he trying to get a stalker? I don't know, mate. His motives are unknowable.
I do not
the
speak
sale
for Hot Diggity Demon.
yeah, the sale's still going on, and everything has been pretty tightened down. You can right now. I forgot to mention this actually. Right now, I've set everything up in the site where things are way better than they've ever been. So you can go look and see the sale. A lot of the peach skin, or all the old peach skin designs, the ones that are still in stock, by the way, are 45% off. So if there's one thing you wanted to get for real cheap, you can do that now. Please get them. We're trying to clear out those peach skin dockies and make room for the new tricot lines. Yeah. So I have literally heard from people that the tricot dockies that we sell are the best dockies they've ever had. People who get a lot of those. So
nice.
If you were looking for a really high quality one, then just go on over. We got they're very clearly marked which ones are tricot. And also, if you shop now on the store, you get 2% back on everything in cash back, like store credit points. So you can spend that on future purchases to cover part of your future purchase. You can save it up and get something for free. They never ever expire, so you'll have them as long as you want. And you also get some store credit. I think it's $5 if you leave a review after you buy a product, get it and test it out a little bit and go on there and give it a review. If you give it a nice little honest review on there, whatever you thought of the product, you will receive. I can't remember if it's 5 or 10. It's $5 to $10 in store credit.
Nice.
So over there and check out some of the review stuff, and you can also get store credit for referring people to the store. All that's in the newest article, so go on there and check that out.
I've also heard Vivid After Dark store has entered 1.0 as far as almost done. So that means the Safe for Work store, dreamkeeperscomic.com, is going to go into revising. So that site might go down for a little bit, but it'll come back
Real
up new
soon.
and better than ever. Yep.
Yeah, so if you guys did have
some of
anything...
you probably already noticed that vividpub.com is like offline. That's on purpose. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking everything from the mold of the Not Safe for Work store, moving it over to the Safe for Work store, making it into the Safe Work store. And you'll also be, if you go on the Safe Work store, if you go on the Not Safe Work store right now, you'll notice something we've never had on the Not Safe Work store before, which is a Not Safe Work free fucking comic that you can read. You can go on there and you can read Moonlace on our on the Not Safe on Vivid After Dark right now
Oh, nice.
for free. And you can bookmark pages, and it has a table of contents, and it actually the pages like flip, and there's like a sound when you flip the pages. There's some real ooh and ah type stuff on that book, y'all. So go please have a look.
And I
But
believe
that's good.
Moonlace is done by a Blue Deer.
Yeah, done by a Blue Deer. So if you like Bethelium and high quality like furry girls, and you wanted to see them get down and dirty a little bit, that's the book to be reading, and it's free. You lose nothing. So go try that. And like that's the reader. When we move everything to the SafeWork site, all Vivid properties are going to be on the Vivid pub site. So if it's a Vivid property, you're going to be able to, it's readable. Like Yark's not readable, so you won't have a Yark book on there. But things like GarageBand, Bethelium, that kind of stuff, that will be there. Dreamkeepers will be there. You'll be able to go and read those things on the site, like right there. And you'll be able to comment on them and have a little discussion with people. And you'll be able to shop on the same site and everything. And there'll be like this nice thing where if you have an account, you can bookmark pages and keep them and share pages with people and all that good stuff. All the stuff you wanted from the reader before that we could not provide, and we were assured would cost thousands of dollars to provide, we now have done for under 200. So go knock yourself out.
All right. Also, if you really like Moonlace by Blue Deer, there might be something coming up in the next couple of months to make you very happy.
You never know.
There might be something coming up in the next couple of months that you will like. We may, and this is not 100% confirmed, but we may be doing either a small print run on Moonlace or potentially a Kickstarter for Moonlace.
Our very first Not Safe for Work book. We're reaching new grounds here.
Yes, which will be unprecedented.
It's tricky.
And
very tricky, and I've never seen it done.
My God, was this hard to set up. You would not fucking believe how bad people do not want you to print pornography or sell it or do anything with it these
Tasteful
days.
pornography.
I don't know.
Very tasteful.
I don't know what that's about, man. People used to shoot pornos with like the Australian kind of bush, like the jungle bush. I'm going out for a bushwalk. Anybody want me to bring back a koala?
They're just skunks. They're
They used to shoot porn with that kind of stuff, Now it's like you show a woman with a low cut shirt on a Google ad, they'll send you the gulag. But we got it up here. Ain't nobody taking that down. Fuck you.
Skunk girls.
You guys are on your own little island.
Oh, they have tried. Yark lore book expansion win. He is working on the lore for Yark, by the way.
He is working on the like lore for Yark, but I don't think there's gonna be. I don't know. I can't remember the Kickstarter because we have game development takes so long. These like Kickstarter stuff get deleted from like my short-term memory, and I have them just like on a list somewhere I can reference. So I can't remember right now if the Kickstarter got to like a point where we were going to produce a small comic, like a mini comic that comes with the game and the booklet for the like hard copy of the game. But we might have. I don't remember. But there, if that's the case, then yeah, there would be a book. But if that wasn't the case, then there might not be.
I heard there were plush pins and physical copies with a cute case, but that's all I remember.
That's all I kind of remember too. I think that was a stretch goal. I don't think we got quite to that.
Oh,
I think
we'll have to check. But the point is, yes, Jaws tried the comic book thing, and the pages really do flip, and they don't even stick together. Yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
That'll be
going to be a feature in the future.
Yeah, that's the next.
The 2 pages will
be. This
is
a good book too. I listen. I know what this is going to sound like, but like people, because we're selling it, but like people. I have seen a lot of people try to make like a book that has like quote unquote not safe for work stuff in it that also has like a story. And typically those things are oil and water, right? Insofar as they do not mix. It's usually not a good mix to try to put a story in that, because people come to storybooks for a story. People do not usually come to these kinds of books for a story. They come to these kinds of books because they have something they want to do on their lunch break or something. Real quick, get it out of the way, get back to work, get back to whatever you're doing. That's typically what the motivation for that is. But there is actually a story that goes on in this, and it does. I don't want to say it like revolves around the subject matter, but like it's woven in well. Like it's not like totally cheesy and just like worthless. There's actually like some substance to it.
There is
It's
a
it's
beautiful
worth
craft.
reading. It's worth reading if you can make it through.
All right.
Excellent.
So, yep, go check out Moonlace now on the After Dark store, our free to read comic. And yeah, I think we're there. Dave, when is the next time we're streaming since we had this special stream to make up for Monday?
No, it should just be our normal Friday slot, I think. No reason to rock the boat.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We
Fridays.
will be back Friday, 7 to 9 p.m.
Friday, 7 to
Eastern.
9 p.m. Until then, enjoy Mamo's YouTube channel, enjoy vividafterdark.com. If there's anything in the current Dreamkeeper site where you're like, oh, I want to have a picture of this, get it now because things are subject to change after more site migration happens, and we will talk to you guys on Friday. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2,